And welcome into Fort Bend ISD Mercer Stadium, where tonight your Friendswood Mustangs will start their 2024 season off versus perennial state-ranked Fort Bend Marshall Buffs. We are just about 9 minutes away from kickoff. We're going to get some last-minute housekeeping done here, and then we will be ready to go and on the air. Hope y'all are ready to sit back, enjoy the ball game this evening. Again, we'll kick off right here in about 8 minutes. Thank you all for joining us tonight. We'll be right back here on MCS Sports. All right, just easing back in here at Mercer Stadium. I hope y'all are listening tonight. At least one person, Trey Davis, is out there. Going to just make sure we are on the air. We got about 6:47 here till kickoff, and a beautiful night here in Fort Bend as Friendswood Mustangs get ready for their 2024 season debut against perennial state-ranked the Fort Bend Marshall Buffs. Again, we're right about 6 minutes from kickoff. We're going to, again, tidy up a few things here, make sure everyone can hear us just fine out there in Radio Land, and then we'll be right back here on MCS Sports. Just going to speak here for a second, see who can hear me, and let me know how we are out there in Radio Land. We are, again, about 4 minutes away from kickoff. Friendswood Mustangs coming on the field, ready to start their 2024 season. I'll be right back.
Let's welcome the Mustangs and the Buffaloes onto the field.
And welcome in, football fans. It is, oh, what a great time of year. I'm just going to be honest with you. I've got chills. I am Kirk Lowe, joined, as always, the 6th year in the booth by Coach Josh Fritz. Coach, how are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling great tonight, Kirk. I looked at my Facebook memories the other day, and it reminded me this is our 6th year doing this together. It's been a lot of fun. We've had some ups and some downs and some district titles and some crazy things happen as the year has gone on. Nothing crazier than the first game jitters trying to get this stuff online, right? But looking forward to a great, great season with some Mustang football. Going to have second-year coach Jordan Johnson at the helm. Got some returning players and some players coming in for their first time. So hopefully it's going to be a good season for us. Got a big test tonight, but we got a lot of games to play.
Oh, we do. And I tell you what, this first game out of the chute, Coach, you got to love it. You are here with a perennial state-ranked Fort Bend Marshall team. Just went to state a couple years ago, the finals. Coming in tonight in number 10 in the state of Texas in 5A Division II. All sorts of Division I FBS athletes on the field tonight. You can't get a better test right out of the gate. Again, as a coach, you got to love these kind of games because it's a non-district game,
right?
And you get your boys get tested early on. We're going to let y'all listen to the national anthem right here, and then we'll get going. We're about 2 minutes from kickoff. And welcome back to MCS Sports coverage of Friendswood football. We are now finally getting all our kinks worked out as the captains come on the field. And I was going to give a quick shout out here to our student producer, Cam Cassie. Without him, there is no us. And we have been here now, about an hour and a half, just learning about things like Wi-Fi and lack of. But we're here. And hot spots. And, yes, we are good, and we are excited and ready to go tonight. Friendswood will come out in this first game of the season in their icy whites, one of my all favorites, with their new – Coach, are those metallic? Would you call it silver? What's the take on that?
I would call that silver metallic.
Silver metallic. Captains are on the field right now. Connor Vu, Caleb Allen, and Nick Ruffino, all returning starters from last year. Coach, speaking of starters returning, Fort Bend Marshall, 9 offensive starters, 7 defensive starters.
Yeah, that's a pretty good squad to go up against, as we mentioned on our first game. It's a great test for the Mustangs. And, the Mustangs got a lot of starters, too, coming back with our line. Got a lot of snaps last year on the old line. And, of course, Walker Winters, our running back, is coming back. Still got Mickey coming back. Did a lot of stuff for us last year. We lost Adam Buffington, I know that, but Mickey definitely is going to be key for us. And I talked to Mikey Butler and want to shout out to his dad. Coach Butler is the first one to chat us up. Thank you, Coach, for listening. But I talked to Mikey a couple times when I'd see him at MAC and stuff, and he said, Coach, we're going to throw it all over the field. I said, all right, Mikey, I hope so, man. Let's see what happens.
To do that, of course, you got to have good blocking up front. Yep. And, Coach, the offensive line, a lot of good reps last year.
Absolutely.
With that team. Again, Coach Johnson's first year. Again, this is Coach Johnson's second year now under the helm. We'll hear some of Coach Johnson here at the half as he and I spoke yesterday. Kind of chopped it up, the difference between this game one versus last year, game one. Fort Bend Marshall, again, always in the mix in the state playoffs. A lot of speed and a lot of height this year is their quarterback, who we'll talk about a little bit later on this ball game. Keaton Johnson, just 6'6", 200 pounds.
Just 6'6", 200 pounds, yeah, for sure. Back for the Mustangs, we've got number 6, Jackson Lee, and number 5, Garrett Mickey.
Friendswood did lose the toss, so Marshall will kick, and we are underway in the 2024 season. Ball is going to Jackson Lee, and it goes out of bounds. First play, first penalty of the year, right out of the chute.
It's good to see Jackson Lee back. He missed the bulk of the season last year. I think it was a foot injury, if I'm not mistaken, and good to see him back there on the field. I hope he gets a chance to show what he can do. Well,
again, it is going to be great to see an offense come out, Coach, with a full 12 months to install. But, you've had the install now going since day one of Coach Johnson last year. And so, last year, if you recall, some of the early games, we were close, couldn't quite get over that hump for whatever reason, and I expect to see a little bit different look this year.
Yeah, absolutely. We got big number 11, Noah Abibi, there at the halfback tight end. Looking forward to seeing some things from him this year.
Little twin motion right here. Now we're going to have a single receiver set on both sides. Abibi in the backfield. Handoff Winters. Another fly up the middle. Winters. Nice run to the 39-yard line. This drive started on the 30 after the penalty, but we have a flag right out of the chute.
He runs hard, doesn't he?
He did last year, and he's going to run harder this year. Love it.
Yeah, he's been running hard ever since he got here, and it's going to be
first contact made by Mustang number 21.
Looks like penalty on Fort Bend. Marshall's going to be declined by the Mustangs.
Illegal shift on the
outfield. No, apologize.
People moving, did not reset. 5-yard penalty for the previous spot. First down.
Man, you can hear that call loud and clear in the mics. Good to know that's working good this evening. Yeah, we did have 2 men in motion there. I'm not sure the illegality of that, because you do see that a lot, but something was amiss there. We have twin receivers left side, single receiver up top. Could be a handoff again to Winters up the middle. That defensive line for Marshall, good size up front, but he gets 7 on that on 1st and 15. He's going to bring up a 2nd down and 8 now for your Mustangs. Friendswood moving right to left. Fort Bend, by the way, in their gold pants, black jerseys, and gold helmets with the M for Marshall on the helmet.
Needs to start.
Yes, game clock should start when a ball is snapped. That's good. Just going through the rules here.
Yeah, first game for everyone.
Absolutely, yes, sir. Quick pass out from Butler to Lee. To the 30-yard line it goes, and he's going to get about 2 yards, and that's all it's going to be. Just a quick screen route to Jackson Lee. And like you said, Coach, it is so good to see Jackson Lee. We'll lose Adam Buffington this year,
Yep.
who just took the top off defense last year. Coach Johnson said Lee is going to be that replacement this year. You know, Mickey, who had a great year last year, to me, he's just a possession receiver. I mean, he'll go across the middle. He'll do what he can do. Great hands. Lee's going to be nice to see that speed here on the edge. It is 3rd down now and 5 for your Mustangs. Ball's on the 35. Another 2 times in motion, but again, this time they're good. Twin receivers right side, single receiver left. Handoff Winters up the middle. Well, it's tough to get 5 on that. He's going to get about 2 is all he's going to do. Friendswood does move the ball quickly. You know, typical offense these days, a lot of muddling, a lot of going on that. 4th and 3, and Friendswood is showing to go for it in Marshall's side of the field. Ball's on the Marshall 37. I think I try to draw him off sides. We got kind of a bunch trip formation to the right side here as a BB is in the slot. I don't think a BB got any smaller.
Yeah, I don't believe so.
Nope, going for it here. Winters up the middle. First down. Yes. Got 5, needed 3. Actually got 6. Ball's on the 43-yard line of Marshall. Big call right there, Coach, just to run it. Again, that Fort Bend Marshall D-line pretty strong up front. Found a hole on the right side. That Mustangs offensive line did a good job of blocking. New set of downs. Drive continues. Quick pass out. This time it's to Mickey. Little high from Butler. I'm sorry, was that? No, that was Mickey. Little high for Garrett. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 now for your Mustangs. Again, just underway here in the first quarter. 10:24 left in the first. First ball game of the season here on the road at Mercer Stadium in Fort Bend. Handoff, Winters, right side. Boy, no room that time. Can get maybe 2. Gets to the 45-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd down and about 7.
Yeah, I like the call, though, earlier to try to get that 3rd down to make that conversion, that 4th, and I should say middle of the field. I like the call, a little aggressive.
Quick snap here. Winters again, this time left side. Cuts it back to the middle. Not enough, though. Oh, we got a couple flags on that. He got to the 50-yard line. Some late flags. Maybe
I was going to say it might be a late face mask.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking there, too, inside there. But we'll see what the call is. They are talking to Friendswood about that.
Personal foul. Draft time of the defense. 15-yard penalty for the end of the run. First down.
That face mask, that'll always that 15-yard will always hurt you right there. And even if it's incidental, I didn't see the face mask on that, but they caught him in the middle there. And so Friendswood was going to be a 4th and 3. Now it's a 1st and 10 in Marshall territory. Ball is on the 35-yard line going in. Ball's on the right hash. Again, Mikey Butler will get the start tonight. Should be the starting quarterback this season. It's all his show this year. Last year he shared some time, of course, with Brock Foster. Twin receivers left side, Walker Winters. Left side, oh, got it, 30. Cut 25 down to the 23-yard line. 1st down, Walker Winters.
That big old line of ours looking good tonight, aren't they, Kirk? They're getting those holes open for Walker to run through. They look a lot better when they got that experience from last year.
1st and 10. Quick snap again. Walker Winters to the left side. Cuts it back in the middle. Hole again. Oh, he puts his head down and gets about 2 more. Boy, Winters is running hard tonight. Ball's on the 15. 2nd and 2 now. Friendswood already getting ready to snap the ball. Buffalo's on their heels. Winters right side. Cuts it back. That should be a 1st. It is down the 12-yard line. Tempo again for the Mustangs. 1st and 10 now on the 12. Putting together a nice drive here, Coach, for the first series of the year.
Yeah, they're going nice and quick there. Reminds me of my alma mater, Tennessee.
It's too early for that, Coach. Too early. Walker Winters in to the right side. Get about 3 on that inside the 10.
He's getting those positive yards every time, whether it's 2 or 3 or 4. He's putting his head down and making some extra yards after the initial contact for sure.
2nd down and 7 for the Stangs. Ball's in the right hash. Trips right. Single receiver. Lee to the left. Lee's running a little slant. Butler on the scramble. 10. Put his head down to the 6. That's where they'll mark him down. Try to get outside. I tell you what, the thing about Fort Bend Marshall, Coach, is they're going to have speed everywhere.
Yeah,
that's just their calling card.
Yeah, the track team's always national ranked too.
Yes,
they
always.
got a lot
always.
of speed.
Twin formation, little bunch set of BB. Oh, got some movement up front there. Got a flag. That should be offsides. Butler got a free play. That ball almost intercepted but knocked down. But, yeah, 2 men in the backfield when the ball was snapped.
Broken up by Buffalo number 18, Ryan Johnson.
It was 3rd and 4 from the 6.
Offside. Defense, number 9. 5-yard penalty. First down.
They're going to spot that at the
Correction.
it should be half the distance, yeah.
Yeah,
First down.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I don't think that's right.
If we're to
But
give us 5, we'll go down
Yeah.
to the 1, but that's
Yeah.
not how that's going to work. So we'll
Yep.
get the ball right at just outside the 3-yard line.
Third down.
yeah, I didn't think it was first down. It's
No,
definitely a
no.
first game for the official, too.
Yeah.
That's okay, sir.
Doubles formation, single back winners. Got man in motion, 2 men in motion. Baby's just going to cross left side with Jerami. Winners up the middle, pushing, should have the first. He does. Down to the 1-yard line. And that should be a
Winners,
fresh set of downs, and it is. First and goal from the 1.
Lofton of the Buffalo.
Again, this drive started on the Mustangs' 30-yard line after the penalty on the kickoff.
First and goal, Mustang.
Went for it on 4th and 3, back in their own territory. And here we are on the 1. First and goal. 7:40 left here in the first quarter. Winners up the middle. Good pressure that time. They got him in the backfield that time. That was number 11, Jacoby Davis for the Buffs.
Davis of the Buffalo. Second and goal.
Davis, 250-pound senior. Twin formation, right side. Handoff. No, keeper. And no, he's not going to get in. Mikey Butler got right back to the line of scrimmage. There's really nowhere to go. Again, because I just got to say, the outside run's going to be tough.
Yeah, that's going to be tough for the speed that Buffs have tonight, but Mustangs are doing something good. They're eating up a lot of clock. in this
Absolutely,
place.
yeah.
It's already down to 7 minutes.
Great first drive here of the season. Twin formation. Oh, we got a jumper. We've got a
I
jumper.
think that's Jerome, number 14, jump for the Mustangs. It is.
Number 14, on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Third and goal now from the 6. Different play call. You had 3rd and goal from the 1. Let's see if giving a little bit more room actually helps Friends a little bit here. Space it out. They're going to go trips. Kind of a tight trips formation on the right side. Single receiver is going to be Jackson Lee down to our left. Butler hard
Should be a penalty.
count.
13 on the Buffs actually
Offside.
reached over and touched.
He sure did.
He
The
did.
DB.
He did. He reached over and touched on the clap by Butler.
Offside.
He reached over and actually touched Nicky there, grabbed his shirt.
Dylan Waters on the outside edge corner.
Third down.
The only one to bite.
Yeah.
But it was effective, so that's going to be a half the distance. So now you're going to be about a third. You've had 3rd and goal, 3rd and 6
6.
goal. Now you're at 3rd and 3. Still 3rd and goal, though. Ball is on the 3. Twin formation right side. Butler, handoff. Winters, nowhere to go. My goodness. Got back to the line of scrimmage. That was a good penetration. That time up front by number 9, Lonnie Fegans.
By Buffalo, number 11, Jacoby
And a
Davis.
number 11 as well was in there. So we got
Brings up 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
Mustangs going to go for points here.
I think we are. New field goal kicker this year, replacing Reagan Rudolph last year. This is going to be Ronan Wilson, senior kicker. Lefty.
It's been a while since I've seen a lefty, right?
It has. Ball's right in the middle of the field. Little 20-yard shot. Ball is down. Kick is up. Kick is good. And your Mustangs' first drive of the season come away with points, 3-0. And Coach, you said a second ago, the clock, we're down to 5:48 in the first quarter. Marshall hasn't touched the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. They've done a great job eating that clock up with all those runs down there to winners and cutting. And, the O-line, I'm sure, got a little tired there at the
Yes.
end. Those big boys are working hard down there. So happy to have the 3 on the board. Love to 7, but we'll take the 3 there with the lead. And hopefully the defense can make something happen here. Going to big shout out. We've got some, we're getting worldwide. We're getting nationwide.
Let's hear
We've
it.
got our very own superintendent, Mr. Thad Rohr, is in Key West, Florida, visiting his son and his lovely wife. And then from the one on that side of the country to the other, we now have Caleb is saying go Mustangs from Seattle, Washington. We are crisscrossing the nation, Kirk Lowe.
Pacific Northwest to the most southern point.
We'd like to thank
Look at us.
I mean,
Look at us.
we think we're somebody, don't we?
We sure do. We appreciate all 6 of y'all listening tonight. No, Mr. Rohr, I'm just kidding. We're doing a great. I know everybody's out there listening. A lot of parents listening out here as well. And, again, we're just glad to be here. Year number 9 for this broadcast, year number 6 for Josh and I to work together, and it's just every game is a treat.
Oh, it has been fun. And, of course, we got Tony Hopkins, normally the voice of the Mustangs there at the PA system at the home games. He'll be there, of course, this year. I want to say it's like his 27th year doing it. It's a long time, if I'm not mistaken. But he wasn't able to make it tonight, but he's shouting us out too, so shout out to him.
Yeah, it's
I think
amazing.
It is 27 years, long time.
And he's only 30. That's what's amazing about that stat you just said, Coach.
Did he tell you that, or did you?
I mean, it was just a guess.
You want me to Google it?
You don't know.
Okay.
He probably doesn't want us to do that. Also, shout out to Trey Davis out there. His son Landon played for us last year, and now he's up there doing great things in the Chicago area as a freshman lacrosse player. You know, again, it's that fun transition from when your boy's a senior and then goes away. And so, you know, a lot of these players, and I know that's a tough transition, though, when you've been a football dad all those years.
Oh, yeah.
I remember it. I don't want to talk about it, but it's been a long time for me, but I still feel it. Matter of fact, it was 10 years ago when Justin was a senior.
Okay.
It's been a decade. Yeah. And I still feel like it was just yesterday sometimes.
Well, you know me, I told you on the way up here that we're now empty nesters. We dropped our daughter off last week at college, and my son's up there with her too. And, you know, we just thought about all the good times. It was funny. I was watching a video one time. This guy asked his friend, he said, "What's the best part of having kids?" He said, "Watching them grow up." Yes. He said, "What's the worst part of having kids?" He stopped and said, "Watching them grow up." It's the same answer.
Absolutely.
You know? But they're doing well up there. And Tony sent me a message. He said 31 years.
Okay, there you go. We knew it was something right there. So we're having a little problem with the ball here. While we're doing this, our third man of the crew, Jacob Rich, you're down there. I think, Jake, can you hear us okay?
Yeah, I can hear y'all just fine.
That's what I'm talking about. So Jacob's down there in a great position. Jacob, stay on the air for a second. We got the kickoff finally, going from the 10 to the 15 up to the 20-yard line, 25. Brought down quickly that time at 24. Good shot by that coverage. Oh, a little push in the back from Marshall. I'm not sure what that was about. But, Jacob, I kept wanting to come down to you the first drive, but the drive just kept going.
It did, but I love Coach Johnson's commitment to the run. And like Coach Fritz said, we ate up a lot of clock right there, and that's what you've got to do against a team with so much speed.
No doubt about it. Well, Jacob, again, we are so blessed to have you back on the sideline this year, and I know you'll be in a different position this time next year. We'll cover that later, but we'll definitely come down to you here soon and get some more vantage point from you.
Hey, happy to be back.
All right, Jacob. Again, Jacob Rich is always doing a great job for us. Boy, he had a great vantage point last year, coaching some great plays, did he not?
Oh, he did.
Okay, first play out of the gate. Quick pass out on the left side. That was number 4, Jacaden Ferguson, 6'3" receiver. If I didn't mention it earlier, Keaton Johnson, quarterback, 6'6", 200 pounds. He's a grown man.
Oh, yeah, he's a big fella out there. Nice little shoestring tackle by 28, William Petreco, stopping that guy from getting extra yards.
Twin receivers for the Buffs. They're on their own 28-yard line going left to right. 2 backs in the backfield with Johnson. Single receiver to our right. Little handoff around the right side. Nowhere to go. Coach, I'm going to call this guy's name a lot this year. Caleb Allen from the backside.
Oh, he did a great job of penetration, chasing that down with a great tackle. You said man amongst boys a minute ago. Caleb Allen's that way as well. Great job by him.
My goodness gracious.
He's worked hard. He's playing really well.
Wonderful job that time by Allen. Again, Mustang defense replacing a few guys, but they got some great returners, and Caleb Allen is one of those for sure. Twin receivers both stacked now. Single back to the right side of Johnson. Johnson back to pass. Pressure! Allen dropped.
The ball looked like it came out
real quick. It sure did. He got it back. Caleb Allen just came up the middle. Shot out of a cannon, Coach.
I don't know how no one picked him up. My goodness.
That is going to bring up 4th and long. About a 4th and 15 now in the Buffs. 3 and out after the Mustangs. We'll get a number of how many plays that last drive was for Friendswood. It had to be 13 or 14.
Oh, absolutely.
Down the field. So Buffs, quick 3 and out. And they will be punting from their own 17-yard line. Is that 24 right there? Is
Landon
that
McGuire?
Oh, no! Blocked!
Oh, they're going to call it run in.
No! He blocked the ball first. But Friendswood recovers on the 5. The block happened. That was number 17, Brazina, on the recovery. Well, we're going to sort this thing out. I don't know who we're hearing over here. This guy's losing his mind.
Sorry.
I mean,
they're trying to figure it out.
It was a block. The ball was blocked first, was it not?
It was.
And then he was hit. But so it's.
Personal foul.
Oh.
Illegal block below the waist. Number 7 of the offense.
There you go.
Okay.
That penalty being enforced from the bubble spot.
Yes, sir. Friendswood's special teams comes up big with the block. How about getting the ball on this drive on the 2.5-yard line? Not only do the Buffaloes try to cut you, they missed. Friendswood, Coach, did you see who it was on the block? I got Brazina on the recovery. Allen was near there. I don't think it was him, though.
Yeah, I could not tell. There's too many guys diving at it at once.
There was a lot of them right there. But Cameron Brazina picks it up. Friendswood in great position here, up 3-0. 3:46 left here in the first quarter.
If we put it in right here, I'm not sure what a better start we could have asked for, right?
Absolutely
to get this season
not.
going. But the confidence it builds on the offense makes everybody feel so much better. The coaches, and it really widens open the playbook when you have a little lead here.
The only negative right now is the offensive line was still getting water from that last drive. But I think they won't complain a bit. We're going to have a timeout for Friendswood.
Offense. Their first charge timeout of the half.
Jacob, let's come down to Jacob real quick. Jacob, I don't know. Did you see it all? Could you catch a number on that block at all?
You know, I couldn't, unfortunately. I couldn't, but it looked like mix and as well.
Yeah, that was tough. It was either way. It was a great push, and obviously what a huge play here in the first quarter.
Oh, absolutely. If Friendswood can punch it in right here, like Coach just said, I don't think you could ask for a better start to this game.
Absolutely not. Jacob, appreciate you. 3:46 left here in the first quarter. Here come the Mustangs again. First time out of the ball game. Good timeout right there. Let's just get settled in. Make sure we know what we're doing. No penalties right here. You got 4 plays to get a little less than 3 yards. Got to imagine it's going to be a heavy dose of Winters right here. Twin formation, right side of BB in there to block on the right side. Oh, it's going to be Mikey
gosh,
Butler
so
tried to get in. I thought he's on the half-yard line, and he got pushed back. Butler just kept it on his own. Oh, he's fired up, Coach. He said, let's go.
He wants to go quick.
I bet he wants it again. Here we go. They're packing it in tight right there. Butler barks it out. Butler keeper. Butler.
He is in.
Where's the signal? They're saying no.
There's no way he's not in.
I mean, the one official's in the end zone walking this way. They're saying he is down.
Oh, come
the
on.
ball is on the goal line.
Yes.
3rd and an inch. Butler in the gun, in the pistol. Right side, touchdown, Friendswood, Mikey Butler. 3rd time's a charm, and Butler is fired up. Oh, nice job by Mikey Butler. Kept it 3 times. He was not going to be denied that 3rd time. Friendswood up 9-0. Because they always say 3 parts of the game, offense, defense, and special teams. You can never forget that special teams.
It's made a huge impact here, getting that ball so low there close to the end zone. And, again, that's 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Going to have a 10-0 lead. Couldn't script it any better.
Absolutely not. Ronan Wilson in for the extra point. Same spot he just kicked that field goal earlier. First extra point of the season is up, and it is off. The upright bounces out, and it is going to stay 9-0. Friendswood 3 minutes here left in the first quarter. We'll talk a lot about this as the season progresses, but brand new district for the Mustangs this year. Maybe a little less travel. 6 home games. I don't know how Coach Johnson swung that one.
Yeah, only having 4 away is kind of rare.
That is very rare.
Of course, we got a Thursday start, which is kind of different. We have a Thursday finish, and we also have a Saturday game.
Have a Saturday game as well, right? New teams, too. We got Pasadena now in the district playing Crosby. It's just a whole new look. The Fulshers, the Mag West, the Magnolias, all gone. And, we'll go through this. But you also got some familiar faces, including Angleton, who's always a perennial thorn in the side of the Mustangs.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And it's one of those things where we have to look at the schedule, and you just got to play the teams in front of you. You can't sit there and argue about who's playing who. You got to play every Friday night, or in our case, Thursday night. Try to finish the next morning 1-0. That's what it's really about. As I'm coaching my teams, they ask who do you want to play. Just give me the schedule. Just tell me who it's going to be, and let's just roll with it and do the best we can. So that's what I always look at.
So it is 9-0 here for the Mustangs. Ball will be kicked by Wilson. Again, Buffs have had 1 drive, 3 and out, and then they got the punt blocked. It's going to be a little bit of more of a pooch. Let's go down to the 7. It's a high kick to the 7. Return to the 23-yard line where the Buffs will start drive number 2.
It looked like number 2, Caden Crow there with the stop, the senior wide receiver, getting on special teams, making some noise. Appreciate his work right there.
We'll go through this game. We'll try to talk about the different players that are in there again, some of the returners. Again, for Friendswood for defense, number 1 obviously is Caleb Allen, comes back. Mason Sindelar as well, Nick Ruffino, all great leaders at defense last year. But, of course, got a lot of new faces. That's football for you. Year in and year out, you got Cottrell on the corner. We'll go through some more here as this ball is fixing to get snapped. A little tight trip bunch set to the left side for Johnson. Receiver in motion. Going to try to get outside, and he does. Still trying to get out there, 25, about the 26-yard line. Almost brought down in the backfield. That was Deshaun Taylor. I think Sindelar might have had a chance on him right there and just slipped out of his grasp. And that's going to be Marshall's game because they're not trying to pound you. They want to get outside and get that trap meet going.
Yeah, get it to those skill guys and let them use that speed.
Trip formation right side, balls on the left hash, single receiver up top. Johnson barking it out. Handoff up the middle, nowhere to go that time. That was Taylor again on the handoff, but again, nowhere's to go. That's going to bring him a third down. As we just said, they're not going to win over the middle. There they go. But nothing doing that time. That D-line for Friendswood really got after it. Number 42 that time. Looked like Jackson Slaughter in there first. Third down and 8 now for the Buffs. Tight trips formation, little bunch set. Johnson on the rollout, looking, being pressured. Got a man that is caught enough for a first down. That's going to be Deshaun Taylor again, the junior receiver. Nice job by Keaton Johnson, just kind of taking his time, roll out, never really panicked.
First down, Buffalo.
Yeah, that was a very nice rollout by him. Took his time, got out there on the outside. We had a Mustang chase him, but just couldn't catch him. But nice job by that young man.
For 6'6", Coach, got some wheels.
He does. He can run, get that long strides.
Again, another trips bunch formation on the left side this time. Ooh, a little early snap. He got it. Handoff around the left side, trying to get outside. Got it, 40, 45, run out of bounds at the – oh, there's a late flag. I don't like that. Made a little late hit out of bounds. Got him right at the 50-yard line. That was Darrell Taylor.
The officials, he's telling the head man what's going on.
It's got to be a hit out of bounds, I would think. Let's see.
Personal foul, late hit out of bounds.
Yep.
Number 6 of the defense, 15-yard penalty from the end of the run, first out.
Well, number 6 is Jackson Lee, so I don't think that's right. But either way, it's a big one. Yeah, 15-yard penalty that time. It's going to put him on the 40-yard line now in Friendswood territory. First time the Buffs have been in Mustang territory. 2:04 left here in the first quarter. Doubles formation. Single back with Johnson. Ball's on the left hash. Johnson back to pass. Got a man, a little slant route, incomplete. Had a man just dropped. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10 now for the Buffs. The crowd's still kind of filtering in here.
Yeah, it was a little thin earlier, and that's kind of getting some meat to it, so to speak, especially that first row. Friendswood parents up there traveling well as always.
Absolutely.
Just a short drop on the beltway, even though it took us longer than I thought it was going to.
I'm saying we all planned well on that one, didn't we?
Yeah, for sure.
Twin formation, right side, single receiver left. 2 backs in the backfield now with Johnson. It is 2nd and 10 now. Ball's on the Mustang 40-yard line again. Buffs moving left to right. Allen showing pressure. Quick pass caught. It's a little stop route. That's going to go to number 4. That is Jacaden Ferguson. 6'6", throwing to 6'3". That's kind of nice to have right there.
Yeah, not a bad combination. 28, William Petreco there on the stop. Quick shout-out to Miss Donna Nelson has shouted us out.
There we go, Miss Nelson.
She's here for the Mustang train. We appreciate your loyalty. Can I say all these years? It's been a few years. She's been listening for a while.
She has been listening a long time. We sure appreciate Miss Nelson. And you're here for a good one so far tonight. Mustangs up 9-0, 1:54 left. The first quarter has gone by pretty quick. Johnson on the rollout. Allen pressure. He is brought down for a loss. You had Allen, and then I think Nick Ruffino ended up finishing him off over there on the sideline.
Yeah, great coverage there. William Petreco and Ruffino both getting in there. Good job by stopping them from getting around the side as the clock is still ticking down at 1:35. It looks like the Buffs are really in no hurry, are they?
No hurry at all. Ball is on the 31-yard line now. The Mustangs, 2nd and 11. Going to go just a doubles formation. I'm just saying, it's just nice to have high school football back. I was just saying, I got a little breather right here. Hear the band playing, see the cheerleaders over there cheering. It's just This is why we do it right here. 1:14 on the clock, first quarter. Mustangs up 9-0. Get a pick. That ball's out of bounds.
Oh,
who was
man.
that? Was that Bob?
Yeah, it was Colin Bob.
Colin Bob right there.
Boy, that'd have made his life, wouldn't it? He picked that off and ran that back. Wow.
That ball, it wasn't his fault. The ball was high.
It was.
But, man, that was a pick six written all over if that had been on the money.
Yeah, for sure.
3rd and 11 now. Clock stop, 1:08. Buffs looking to put their first points on the board. 31, 38, 48-yarder. Got to feel like they're not in field goal range. Haven't seen their kicker yet, but got to feel like that would be a lot. Asking for a young man, so I feel like they can at least try to get half of this and then go for it. I would imagine this is probably 4-down territory right here. And gonna have
they're
a
calling the timeout just to talk about it. Yeah, I don't blame them one bit. Again, I want to take a quick moment and thank Amber Griffith. She's listening. Taco God 31. You're listening. Appreciate you, Taco God. You should have brought us some tacos tonight.
Absolutely, yeah. We are hurting a little bit up here in the box this evening.
For sure. And then, of course, we have a phenomenal listener from my hometown of Knoxville, Tennessee.
There it is.
My Uncle Phil Oinby is listening.
Okay.
Uncle Phil, he is nothing but a laugh a minute. That guy's hilarious. But Uncle Phil married to my Aunt Cindy and all that. So good to have you, Uncle Phil, listening. And Carlos Williams is listening as well, saying, let's go Friendswood. He's with the Houston Explosive Fitness Athletes team.
Okay. All right.
We are rolling tonight. We got people chatting us up. We appreciate that. Again, thank y'all so much for doing that, our first game, and getting us going. And Mr. Cassie, did you mention him, how great he did getting us on tonight?
I sure did, but that needs to be said every quarter.
Yeah, for sure. So
I mean, he's throwing around words like hot spots and VPNs, and I left to get a drink and came back, and we were on the air.
And on the air, yeah. It's almost like magic, but it's real.
I still call it magic. Absolutely right there. I know we have, I think my wife is listening this evening, and we also have my sister, Jen Webster, in Fort Worth listening tonight. So, feel free to chat us up as well. And if you had Tennessee twice comments in the first quarter in the bingo card, we've got a winner right there. Thank you, Coach. Trips formation right side, single receiver left. 1:08 left here in the first quarter. Here come the Buffs. Big stop here for the Mustangs. Keep them out of, quick pass out of the backfield. It's going to be brought down. Going to give me about 3 yards is all into about the 28-yard line. That is going to be, again, number 0, Darrell Taylor.
Now, I think, like you said, this is 4-down territory here, 4th and about 8. I'm still going for it from this side of the field because the ball's marked at the, 27, 28-yard line?
Yeah, they're definitely going for it right here. 4th and 8. See what they're going to do here. A little confusion. Going to have twin formations up top. Ball's on the right hash. Again, need 8. Need to get down to the Mustang 20. 2 backs in the backfield split. Beside Johnson, single receiver to the right. Mustangs down, a little pressure at the middle. Did not get, the pressure got him. Incomplete. That was number 17 for the Mustangs, Cambrazina. Straight up the middle, nobody got him. Johnson had to get rid of the ball quickly, was not ready. And that is a turnover on downs for your Friendswood Mustangs. 2 drives for the Buffs, a 3-and-out with the block punt, and a 4th down incompletion. So the Mustangs keep that 0 on the board here in the first quarter. And again, Coach, to me, the most important thing in the first quarter will be the block punt shoes, no doubt.
Absolutely.
But that first drive.
Oh, yeah, just making a statement on the first drive, getting those 3 instead of the 6 is still a big win.
Absolutely. You ran some clock. And, again, you just play some smash-mouth offensive football right there. Twin formation now. Going to have 2 backs, both motion in as the BB is going to be in tight. Walker Winters, handoff. Patient, and he just does a great job of kind of seeing what's available. Only got a yard on that one. And I can't imagine Winters ever not getting a yard.
Oh, yeah. He runs real hard. He kind of, like you said, waits for the line to open up a hole and kind of goes through. Looks like the Mustangs going to just wait and flip the field here as the quarter's about to end.
It will be the end of the first quarter. Your Mustangs are up 9-0 here in Mercer Stadium, Fort Bend ISD, the Fort Bend Marshall Buffs. Again, coming into this game ranked number 10 in the state, 5A Division II, and your Mustangs right now are in control early on this ball game. Let's shoot it down to Jacob real quick. Jacob, what's your thoughts here on the first quarter?
I love the first quarter. I love what I'm seeing from this offense with their commitment to the run, and I really like what I'm seeing from all this motion from Coach Johnson's offense. It looks like it's thrown this Marshall defense off a little bit, so I'm really impressed, and I'm really impressed with the defense. That goes without saying.
No, for sure. Jacob, looks to me like, as we're looking across the field, good crowd, good turnout for the Mustangs tonight.
Absolutely. Like y'all said, we travel well no matter where it's at.
Absolutely, Jacob. Thank you so much. Yeah, Jacob Rich doing just a great job for us as always. Again, he's really got the best seat in the house, Coach.
Oh, he does. Gets on the sidelines. He probably wants to put that uniform back on one more time and
he
try to
does.
get him one more run down the field. Just don't pull a hammy, Jacob. You know what I mean?
You and I'd like to, too. We pull a hammer and get up the stairs this evening.
I'd blow an ACL for the 5th time.
Here come the Mustangs. First play of the second quarter. Trips formation. Oh, it's going to be a pass. Mikey Butler's got time. Going up top. Oh, it's overthrown. He was looking for Garrett Mickey. Overthrows the defense as well. Butler just, get the arm loose a little bit, Coach. What he's been a little rusty since last year.
Yeah, and you got to decide on those plays. Sometimes, from I remember the offense's meetings, that Mickey has a choice to break that in at a certain time. You got to make sure that guys are on the same page and cut it a little short. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. But it's a tough play right there. But I have no problem with airing it out one time. Just get it out there.
And what a great time to do it on second and 10. First play of the second quarter. Hadn't shown it yet. Let's see. Ooh, a little movement up front. No flag. Butler scrambling, running for his life, and he's going to be brought down after about a 2-yard gain to the 30-yard line. But number 15 that time was on the tackle, trying to.
Terrence Whitsey.
Thank you very much, Coach. Sir. Trying to go through the roster here of Fort Bend Marshall. So that's going to bring up now a 4th down. It's going to be 4th and 8. First punt of the ball game for the Mustangs.
And I was wondering who the punter's going to be. It looks like it's going to be Butler back there. He punted several times. I think his sophomore year, some I think a little bit last year as well.
Always nice to have your quarterback back there as your punter as well. Just in case, indeed. Again, Mustangs up 9-0. Pressure. Got it away off the side of his foot. That's going to bounce out of bounds. Hit right about the 48-yard line of Friendswood. They're going to say a spot on the 49, so a 19-yard punt. Just had to get it off quick. Had 3-man pressure. Did get it away.
Somebody might even have tipped it. It looked like it had a funny little spin to that. Not real sure about that. But the Mustang defense has played well. Caleb Allen's looking really good. You got Cole Rissett is in there as well. So I know Petreko's getting in there, doing a good job on the defensive end.
First down.
So, yeah, it will be first down there on the 49-yard line.
They run that tight trips again to the left side, single back. Quick pass out screen, caught 50, 47, about 2 yards on that is all he's going to get. See, that's going to be that's number 3. I'm sorry, Andre Feast. Little senior receiver. Just simple little screen route off that trips formation, and good blockers up front. But Friendswood does a nice job of keeping that to 2. Twin formation left side, 2 backs in the backfield now. They kind of split a lot between this formation and the trips bunch. Single receiver to the wide side of the field. Quick strike again. Same thing to Feast. 45. Just throws to the twin side. Gets to the 44-yard line. So it's going to bring up now should be a 3rd and 5 now for the Buffs, and it is. Ball's on the Mustang 44-yard line.
Looks like they're trying to get it quick out to their speed guys or their skill guys. Maybe they make something happen.
3rd down.
Twins to the far side of the field, single receiver. Short side, 2 backs in the backfield. Keaton Johnson, again, at quarterback, all 6 of him. Quick pass, strike, caught, first down. That's just simple, Coach, pitch and catch. That's a Jacaden Ferguson. Again, that's that 6'3 receiver. DB's off, do a little 5-yard stick. You need 5, you got 6, maybe 7, and that's pretty simple.
Oh, yeah. Little pitch and catch, like a backyard ball,
Absolutely. Looked like a Patrico out there on the coverage. He's giving him a little space. Again, when you got that speed out there, you do. And they're very satisfied right now with just picking up 5-6 yards a clip right here. Handoff up the gut. Oh, got some room. Oh, we got down the 26-yard line. Let's see who that was. That was number 6 that time, Peyton Long. It's going to be about about 2 yards short of the first. Ball's on the Mustang 27-yard line. 9:46 left here in the second quarter. 9-0 Mustangs. But Marshall putting together a nice little drive right here. Quick pass out. Ooh. Brought down immediately by number 7, Mason Sindelar. Just a little bubble screen right there. Oh, 12 doesn't like it. Deshaun Taylor. Yeah.
Oh, they're calling it incomplete.
He did drop it, but
Yeah.
I thought he had possession of it. He went down the ground. Either way, Sindelar with a beautiful play. Wasn't fooled for a second.
Oh, yeah, he read that from the word go and jumped on that for sure. Goodness gracious, nice play by him.
3rd and 2. Too bad it wasn't a catch because that would have been about a 10-yard loss right there.
Exactly.
But 3rd and 2. Trips formation right side. Single back. Johnson. Oh, he's going up top. Little hitch and go. Got a man. Caught and score. Jacaden Ferguson. I mean, 6'6" to 6'3". We talked about it earlier. Just a hitch and go. Got right behind the defender and just throw it up top.
Yeah, there's not really much you can do about that. You get out there and just try to put your hands up. Maybe he'll drop it, throw some interference with your hands or something like that, make him lose his concentration. That is just definitely a ball. He let that go high in the air too, didn't he?
You know, we were talking about that before the game, you and I and Jacob on the ride over here, and said, hey, when you got a 6'6", you got a 6'3", why not take advantage of that? And there you go right there. Extra point is good. The score is now Mustangs 9 and the Buffaloes 7. Jacob, you know, like I just said, you and I and Coach Fritz talked about before the game, that's an easy call right there.
It's an easy call, and it was a great throw too. It was on the receiver's back shoulder, so if he didn't out of bounds, so
yes,
not much you can do right there.
No doubt about that. Thank you, Jacob. You know, that's football right there. That's good coaching, good execution, and like Jacob said, a great point. It really was a perfect pass.
Oh, it was. Absolutely beautiful pass by their quarterback there and a good catch there. It's just a little pitch and catch. And, again, you got some size on there. What we need to do now is wouldn't mind a little – it's 9 minutes to go in this quarter. Wouldn't mind a 7 or 8 minute drive just to kind of take the momentum back to the Friendswood side.
Oh, absolutely. Now, this is more about the game we expect. I mean, obviously wasn't expecting Fort Bend Marshall to not put points on the board.
Right.
You know, it's first game. Everybody's got a little bit of jitters. You know, say what you will, but – when you're a new starter on varsity, I don't care how many reps you got in the scrimmage, I don't care how good a star you were on JV games, or how many games you watched on the sideline last year. If it's your first time to start under the lights, the cheerleaders, the band, the whole, you know, it's just a different atmosphere.
No, absolutely different atmosphere than playing, you know, in front of your parents on a Thursday, or in this case, a Wednesday night.
Yes.
Right? It's just a bigger deal. So you see how the offense is going to respond here once kick goes off. We have 2 left-footed kickers.
Yes, we do. That's fairly rare.
That is very rare.
And this ball is going to be, it's the second kickoff they've had, and both of them have gone out of bounds.
Yep.
So Friends will start this drive from their own 30-yard line. Coach, we got any more chatters, or are we still about where we were?
Yeah, quick shout-out to my big boy, Randy Brister. Him and Marcia, love those guys, and their son is the starting quarterback, I believe, on the JV team. I'm sure they played last night. I don't know if they won, Randy, if you want to let me know, but Joshua is one of his boys. It's a good family there. I love Randy Marcia to death, and Randy's just a big old teddy bear. He's a good dude. So hopefully one of these days, maybe next year, we'll get to see his son up here playing, throwing that thing around. So it's going to be good. Randy, thanks for chatting us out, buddy.
Trips formation for the Mustangs. Balls on the left tie. Again, balls on the Mustang 30-yard line. Now we're going to split out to a Twins right, single receiver left, a BB's in the backfield. Handoff Winters, follows the BB's block, got a room, still running, first down. Walker Winters drug a man the last 3. That's a 13-yard gain for Winters to the Mustang 43-yard line.
I'd like to know his yards after contact.
Yes,
that would be a great stat.
Boy, and here we go. Winters, just take it again, sir. And he does. Another 2. This time he's bottled up.
Winters once again on the carry.
And Winters probably wants it again, Coach.
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's what we talked about just a second ago with that clock. Just let it tick on down. We're making forward progress. We're not going backward. Let's just keep doing that.
Fakes the handoff to Winters. Good pass, complete. That is number 14, Jerami. And that was a bullet, Coach.
Oh, yeah. Mikey Butler's cocked back and threw that one hard. That was a nice. It showed a lot of poise there, just getting rocking fire. Good job on that.
1st and 10, Mustangs. Winters right side. We'll give him 3 on that. Inside the 45-yard line of the Buffs now. Mustangs are in Marshall territory. Clock rolling at 8:30. Left here in the first half. Winters just pitter-patters a little bit, trying to find some room. Not much that time as he gets about a yard. And that'll bring up now a 3rd down and 7 for your Mustangs. Got Mickey all alone on the right side, Lee and Jerami on the left. Oh, another jump, but they did not touch and got back. Butler doing a great job with that hard count tonight. Now Mustangs are going again, like I said earlier, a lot of movement up front. Trips formation, left side now. Mickey on the right. Mickey, a little crossing pattern. Butler scrambling 40. Get that first. He's close. He is close to the 36. He got it.
To him, yep.
He got it. Good run, Mikey Butler.
Hey, whatever you got to do. Feet or legs, right? Your hand, I should say arm or legs. Whatever you need to do to get there.
And Butler gets up just fired up every time. Butler, quick
yeah.
strike. Oh, incomplete. He thought Jerami was going to turn off to the left. He came off to the right. Got a flag on the play, though, as well.
Before the snap, ball start, number 6, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Mr. Lee with a little excitement, a little jump. Yeah, that was just one of those you talked about earlier, Coach, where you got a decision to make, and receiver turned to the right, quarterback thought he was going left.
Yeah, that's just the connection part they got to work on, yeah.
For sure. Trips formation now. Oh, we got movement up front. And you can't have that on Rowdy Stauffer. Boy, he got going on that. He turned around and looked at Butler. He's like, I thought you said one.
Yeah, he was excited though.
He was ready, and he fired out good, but just a little bit early.
Yeah, for sure.
Now we're back to 1st and 20 after 2 penalties in a row. Clock's rolled at 7:30 here in the first half. Mustangs, though, right now going the wrong direction. 1st and 20. Ball's the Buffalo 46-yard line. Butler back to pass. Good poise. Got a man up top.
Yes!
Caught! Oh, he stretched a mile for that ball. Garrett Mickey.
The Mustangs want to get on the line quickly. They want to try to do something fast.
Coach, he went as horizontal as a human can go.
He did, absolutely.
I thought that ball was 5 yards overthrown. Great job by Mickey. Here we come. Walker Winters up the middle. And, Coach, you can't have better tempo than that right there.
No, that's really nice. And I think the best part about that throw from Butler is he put just enough air underneath it. He had a chance to run underneath it. He didn't throw it too much of a bullet. He popped it up in the air and gave Mickey a chance. So nice little pitch and catch. And, again, Winters up the gut there. Uh-oh, timeout.
Timeout for the Buffs. Yeah.
Time's out Buffs, yeah.
Timeout, defense. Their second call timeout of the half.
Jacob, you were right there, I think, on that pass. I mean, can you get more horizontal?
You cannot. I'm fired up down here, fellas. That was a great throw and an even better there.
It was amazing. You know, we saw Garrett Mickey a lot last year. I know you saw some of those up close and personal too.
I did.
Made a lot of great catches, but I don't know that was up there with those, wasn't it?
That's up there for sure. And I mean, you know, maybe one of the best catches he's ever made in the first game of the season.
I mean, for real, that was amazing right there. It was a great job by him. And, again, what it does, it keeps the Mustangs right where they want to be, which is put a few more points on the board here before the end of the first half.
Right, absolutely.
Thank you, Jacob. 9-7 Mustangs, 6:51 left. 2nd and 6. Mustangs can still get a first down if they get to the 2.
You know, last time out, Kirk, could have been even a breather timeout for the defense because the Mustangs are going so quick, they got to get out there and give their guys a break.
Sure.
You know, could have been.
Oh, pressure off the edge. Winters brought down the backfield. That pressure was dialed up perfectly that time from the Buffs. So that takes it from a 2nd and 6 to about a 3rd and 7, maybe 8. Good pressure there from that left side. 6:30 and counting. Butler back to pass. Got a man in the backfield's Winters, and they read that well, and he got blasted. And that's going to bring up a 4th down now at the 10. Will we go for the 3?
Tackled by Dedrick Brown of the Buffaloes. It brings up 4th down.
We're actually back at the 12 because it's 4th and 10 now.
I don't know if they're going to maybe get to the line and call a timeout. I don't know why they would. They're going for it.
Well, right now they're showing we're going. And try to draw them off sides. Got a feeling they're going to call that timeout. Yeah, see if Butler can draw. They have drawn them off sides before. Trips to the left side. No one to the right. Just a BB in the tight formation. We're going for it. Butler pressured. Rain to his right. He is brought down at the 26-yard line. The pressure from the backside that time.
It was 24, number Ashton Lofton, a sophomore linebacker.
Sophomore, man. What speed from the backside.
Yeah. And he's going to be playing for a few more years.
I would say, many more years. I would say, yeah, that was impressive right there. Caught Butler from behind. Mustangs didn't hesitate to go for it.
They did not. They, of course, the extra point on the last one was dinked off the post, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it, too. You never know.
It is now 5:46 left here in the first half. Mustangs now holding to just a thin 2-point lead, and Marshall got the ball. Twin formations for Marshall, doubles. Johnson back to pass, another screen, incomplete. Just a quick shot screen, which was their MO in the last drive. Just quick, and then one deep shot for the score. But incomplete, stops the clock at 5:43, second down and 10.
Yeah, trying to get out their skill guys. That was just thrown a little too much with a little bit much of rocket on that, and he couldn't get a chance to catch that one.
Handoff left side. Trying to find some running room. Cut back up the middle. Brought down. Got to get him about a yard maybe. That's about it. It's going to be a third down. Yeah, third down, and we'll call it 3rd and 8. They'll give him 2 on that. 3rd and 8 for the Buffs. Deep in their own territory. Ball is at their 27-yard line. Difference in offense, the coach, is Friendswood have already run 2 plays by now. Buffs just take their time.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely no rush. Doubles formation. Man in motion this time. Going to fake it. Going to set that screen up so nicely. 30. Oh, good job that time.
It was Ruffino getting up on
Ruffino. They got a first down, Coach. He could have had a lot more, though.
He could have. That was a great screen. I thought for a second we had him, and that was a beautiful setup screen there, and Ruffino came in and made the play. But nice call by the Buffs.
Going to get him down to the 30. Put him at the 38-yard line now. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Mustangs up 9-7.
First down, Buffalo.
Doubles for the Buffs. Ball's on left hash. Get on their own 38. Buffs trying to put one more score on the board here before the end of the half. Little pump fake. Up and go.
Oh, no.
He got him. Caught. Woo, he stepped out of bounds at the Friendswood 36-yard line. Just a little stop and go that time with his man, Jacaden Ferguson. Again, that's that 6'3" to 6'6", 6'3" pitch and catch. And, yeah, a little hitch and go. DB bit. And if he hadn't stepped out of bounds because that scored, the ball's a little bit underthrown.
Oh, yeah, a little bit underthrown for sure.
Little stacked double formation here. Quick strike out. Little screen caught the 40, 35-30. Ball loose. Mustangs recover the ball on their own 21. That ball was stripped.
It was. It looked like that's 42. Was it Jackson Slaughter? I don't know if he was. I can't tell.
Yeah, that's on the far side of the field.
It looks like it is 42 Jackson Slaughter.
Well, it was a screen play.
It was
a screen pass.
Yeah.
He caught it about 6 yards deep.
True.
By the time he got there, Slaughter get a hand in there, and that was recovered by the Mustangs. And Friendswood now in business. 4:27 left here in the first half. Mustangs get the ball back on their own 24-yard line.
Yeah, I'm dialing up some Walker winners here. What do you think?
Absolutely. Plenty of time. There it is. Number 1, Walker Winters, left side. Still running.
Nice.
First down. First down,
bounds.
Winters, right. Oh, they're going to say maybe. Yeah, right to the sticks. Right to the sticks he goes.
When he runs, man, you better be ready to tackle him. He's going to lay some lumber when you try to get him.
I almost said he tackled someone on that play, Coach.
Yeah. He wasn't trying to go out of bounds. He was trying to inflict some punishment on somebody. Oh, we do have a buff down.
Do have a buff down. We're going to
Sorry,
take it down to Jacob for a second while we're here. Jacob, on the play before on the strip, it seemed like the DN was the one who got the strip. I don't know if you could tell or not, but it was so muddled over there.
It was number 42.
It was Slaughter, okay.
It was a textbook. Get your hand on the yank it out.
Excellent.
Hey, I watched it in slow motion. That was beautiful.
Way to go, Jackson Slaughter. All right, then.
You got to love that DN. But no, Jake, you're right, because they was set up well.
Yeah, you're right. And I thought they had more yards after the catch. A great job by Slaughter right there.
No, absolutely. Jake,
Pull it out.
No, I'm glad. Again, you got the best seat of the house. We're jealous of you, bud. All right, Jacob Rich again giving us the lowdown right there. Coach, the chat's just filling up over there tonight, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to see that. Again, appreciate everyone listening in tonight here to MCS Sports Broadcast. You know, we got just a great group of listeners, and I love the new ones. You said we got some kind of a taco guy out there somewhere. Is that what you said earlier, Coach?
I did, yes,
love
sir.
That. I love that.
Yeah, Taco God 31.
Love it. I need more information. That's all I'm going to say. I'm intrigued. Walker Winters. No, fake Winters. Caught Jerami. It's going to be short of the first by about a yard. Going to be up to the 43-yard line of the Mustangs. Again, plenty of time. 4 minutes left here in the first half.
Frank Johnson with the stop.
Twin formation, right side, handoff Winters. Goes right, cuts it back left. And I apologize. That is not Walker Winters on that one. We have our first Trip Bateman sighting of the ball game. Sophomore running back, also lacrosse extraordinaire. That's the word on the street. Bateman, left side. Oh, man, nowhere to go. That's not hitting. Nowhere to go for the young sophomore. 3:38.
That was number 24, Ashton Lofton there. Made a nice play on that for the Buffs. And his Trip, nice job. Gave Winters just a little quick little breather and got a couple yards there.
So Bateman out, Winters in. Twin formation, left side, single receiver is Mickey to the right. Winters, he's got a hole, 50, 40, hurdle. Oh, he got tripped up. Oh, he got tripped up on the hurdle. Got down to the 33-yard line.
You're going to go low, I'm going to go over the top.
My goodness. And Winters stays in the ball game. After that great run, Winters up the middle, and he goes nowhere. Because I got a feeling we're going to see a Mickey sighting here real soon.
Oh, yeah, we very well.
Grinding.
Trying to lull him asleep and throw one. Yeah, I hear you.
Under 3 minutes now as Bateman comes in to give Winters a break. Rightfully so. That guy coached by the shoestrings on that hurdle.
Second down.
Twin formation, left side, 240 and counting. Mustangs ball in Buffalo territory in the 34. Bateman up the middle, makes a cut to the right. Bateman, he's got a hole. 20, 10. He brought down the 5. He did tuck that ball and go. My gosh, Coach, he saw nothing but green grass. Caught from behind, and I know he just told Butler, please, one more time.
No, I'm right here.
Right now, I'm right here. Bateman, ball, 5, 3. Oh, he stumbles down to the 1-yard line.
They're trying to hurry up. You can hear the coaches telling them to push it, get in there.
2 minutes. Butler, no. We have a whistle.
Or did we get a timeout real quick?
I'm not sure. I don't see a flag.
I don't either. Did Coach Johnson get a timeout real quick? I don't see a flag either.
They stopped there's no communication.
Okay.
And here we go.
So like it never even happened.
No flag, no timeout. We're just going to stop and give everybody a breather. Bateman's out, probably disappointed. Won his first touchdown of varsity football. Instead, Walker Winters comes in. He's had a few touchdowns before. I like the confidence having him in there right now. Butler follows the blocks. Butler in the end zone for the touchdown. But hold on. We do have a flag thrown about the 6-yard line.
Oh, that's a great block by Winters, though.
That sure was.
That was a phenomenal block. Saw the guy coming in there.
More than 4 men in the backfield.
More than 4 men in the backfield.
Some receiver wasn't on the line.
Some receiver was definitely not on the line.
That's the only thing it could be.
Yes. Oh, goodness. You take 6 points off the board just like that. Mustangs had a 9-7 lead. Would have loved to put that 6 on the board. Still got a chance, but it's going to be a second down and goal from, where we at, Coach? About the 6 or 7. They just had that and spot the ball.
Yeah, he's not put it down. I was looking for it.
About the 7-yard line.
About 7 on, yep.
Second and goal from the 7.
We got Mrs. Webster chiming in with listening to us. We appreciate you, Miss Webster, checking us out tonight.
I always love our listeners from the north. Butler, keeper, up the gut. No, he has nowhere to go. Gets to get down to the 6-yard line.
How far north?
A couple hours. It ain't Pacific Northwest, that's for sure.
It's not Seattle, Washington.
It is not Seattle, Washington. Seattle, you still got us
on
the farthest away. Well, I don't know if that's farther than Key West, but we'll worry about that at halftime.
Yeah, bro, we'll figure that out.
We'll do the geography. 1:24 left here in the first half. Twin formation up top. Butler. Oh, a baby. A baby Butler with a little Tebow-esque.
The little Timmy Tebow.
Oh, he did him dirty. A baby.
A little tuck and then jump pass.
Love
that was
it.
Gorgeous.
Well executed Mikey Butler. He had everybody fooled. Not you and I, of course.
Of course not. Of course not.
Abibi snuck out. There was nobody around Mr. Abibi.
I mean, I might have been able to catch that even.
I don't know. We'll see. Either way, Coach, 15-7 Mustangs. On top of the Buffs, going for the extra point here. See if we can get this one in. Last one was off the upright. This one is up. It is good. Mustangs on top,
Nice.
16-7. Jacob, how'd that one look?
Beautiful call. I was waiting for a beat.
Yeah.
It's one wide open game, so there by Coach Johnson.
Well, and for those of y'all listening, and Jacob, it's not your fault. We're getting a little in and out of your conversation, but I'm going to stay with you because I love it. And you're right, Abibi. And how do you sneak a man that size out?
I don't know. All credit to Coach Johnson for that.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to figure out the same thing.
Thank you, Jacob. Yeah, Abibi, that's like running your school bus down the street. You know it's coming, but Marshall did not. And again, all the credit though to Mikey Butler, because that was an incredible
really
tuck.
Well. Yeah, he absolutely played that very, very well. You know, and Abibi gets that H-back. He blocks and blocks and blocks and blocks. Nice to give him a reward there at the end, get a touchdown. A good job by Trip Bateman coming in.
Yes.
And we thought he had his first touchdown, but I'm not pointing out the negative, but Trip Bateman's a pretty good runner. He's pretty fast. He got walked down on that one by there.
He did.
Because Trip's a pretty quick kid, so it just shows you the speed of the Buffs. But great blocking up front by the big men. They've done a great job this first half. Those big boys up front have worked hard, got that under their belt, the experience from last year, and have done a really nice job. Do not want to let the big boys up front go without saying that.
So 1:16 left here in the first half. Your Mustangs are on top of Marshall, 16-7. Got to imagine Marshall obviously want to get a quick drive down the field. Got to imagine we're going to have that connection in number 4 again. Ball is caught at the 20. 25 trying to get outside. Stutter step, 27. Down to 30, 33, about 34-yard line, finally brought down by a host of Mustangs. So the Buffs will have 1:06 left here in the first half to do some damage. Again, thanks everyone for listening out here on MCS Sports. We come to the halftime. We might hear from Coach Johnson. All the technology works. We will definitely try to. And other than that, we will get a nice 30-minute break here on the game. Maybe listen to a little MCS music if Cam can make that magic happen. I didn't even ask him. I'm just throwing it out there. Yeah. Cam is the magician, so we will see what happens there.
A little timeout by the Mustangs. Going to talk this over. Nothing to get behind him, I'm sure. That's kind of the talk by the defensive back. So quick shout-out by Jonathan Davidson has chatted us up. He says he's listening from Dade 305.
Dade County.
Dade County in Florida? Are we getting nationwide here, Kurt?
We've gone Pacific Northwest. We got the Floridians and Fort Worth. And
Tennessee.
Yeah,
Tennessee, yeah.
I said it for you.
Thank you. Well,
you're
yeah.
welcome.
That doesn't mess up the bingo card, does it?
No. Not if I said that's not even on the card.
Yeah.
But no, we are. Again, appreciate everyone listening.
We're crisscrossing the nation here.
We are.
Sitting here in good old, Fort Bend Mercer Stadium.
Absolutely. It's a beautiful night here in Richmond, Texas.
Yeah, and Randy Brister chimed in and said the JV, unfortunately, they lost, had some good plays, missed some execution things, but it's going to be a good season. So I'm sure it was, and I know a lot of those kids work hard. And we got to go this spring to some of the spring ball stuff.
Yep.
And it's just funny. Coach Garcia and I go up there and we check it out, and all these boys we know, they change so much, from 7th and 8th grade to juniors and seniors. And they're like, hey, Coach Fritz, hey, Coach Garcia. And some of them we don't recognize.
Right.
I'm like, hey, you'd have to get their name. They get mad at us, but you used to coach.
Oh, no, I know.
They
Absolutely.
change so much, so it's awesome.
They do. 1:06 left here again in the first half. Buffs trying to put a few more points on the board, down 16-7, twin formation, doubles. Johnson back to pass. Goes up top, got a man incomplete at the 50-yard line. Little short pass that time. So you see now the Marshall game plan here is let's go up top, try to get some points.
Yeah, I mean, now that's going to come into play. They only have one timeout left. They used those 2 earlier, so this might come into play here. Is they only have 1 minute and 2 seconds in this first half. You never know.
Doubles formation again. Keaton Johnson has a nice game so far this evening, but they only have 7 points on the board. Friendswood up 16-7, had a big punt block early in the first quarter. Johnson pressure. Johnson throws it down. There's a flag. Is there a grounding call? We're waiting.
He was not outside the tackle box. There's no way.
Number 6 was in the area.
Number 6 was in the – he says he was in the area. He was in the zip code. I will give him
I
that.
was going to say in the area code, yeah.
The how you define area is that's dicey. But
yeah.
I don't think anyone was in the area. But either way, it was going to be called down, so it is now 3rd and 10. Johnson was – Cote was about 20 yards back when he got hit.
Yeah,
and you're not going to tell me number 6 was running backwards to catch the ball.
And the ball flew him about 5 yards, hit the ground.
Yes. So here we go. Doubles formation. Johnson. That ball was tipped. Couldn't see who tipped it, but we do have a tip on that play. It's going to be a 4th and 10 now.
It has number 26, but I can't see.
Well, it is a little.
Looks like Connor Collins, senior defensive lineman, got his hand up, tipped that a little bit because that ball did fall about 2 yards short of the receiver.
So Marshall, another 3 and out. Last time they had a 3 and out, it got a punt block. We'll see if Friendswood dials up pressure. Should right here with 54 seconds left.
What if we just run this punt back and score again?
I would love that. Ball's on 20. The returner's on 25. Our return again is Landon McGuire. High, short.
Don't let it hit you. Get out of the way.
Oh, no. Get out. Caleb Allen is blocking, and that ball almost hit him in the back, and it is going to die in Marshall territory. Sindelar is on fire out there. He is just
get him out of the way. He's yelling.
He is. Oh my
gosh!
gosh!
Away from the ball.
I mean, the Mustangs are already in Marshall territory. 41 seconds left. Hasn't even started this drive. Great field position for the Mustangs to capitalize. And now, Coach, I've got a feeling we're going to see that Mickey or Lee. Someone's going to have to get it. And I know it's tough. The DBs for Marshall
are quick.
They are very quick, fleet of foot.
Yep.
But we've seen Mickey already lay out for one. Butler, great arm. We'll see what they do here. Winners in the ball game. Going to have trips left side, a BB to the right, trips wide side of the field. Fakes the Winners. That ball is tipped and dropped.
Yeah.
Mickey, but that ball was tipped from the right end. We're going to be with a 2nd and 10.
He got his hands on it, but he wasn't where he really wanted to go because he got tipped. So that's a tough ball to catch. So.
2nd down and 10.
Same formation, trips left, balls near the right hash, right about the 50-yard line. Fakes the Winners again. Same pass, complete this time. Mickey gets about 7 on that, and he is brought down. And the Mustangs do have
Butler's pass complete to Mickey.
one timeout, not using it yet. 24 seconds, we're counting. 20 seconds. Same formation. We're going to do a little pump and go here. Yep, we do. We sure do. A little hitch and go, and it's way overthrown as we had the hitch.
He did not the go.
Did not the go.
Yeah, again, they're just reading it. He's deciding what to do, and the receiver decided to bring it back instead of going. Butler says, heck with it. Let's just throw that thing deep.
So 4th and 4, 11 seconds left. And Butler's just going to take this to punt it. Pin Marshall down deep in their end. Give them a chance for maybe one more play. Again, Mustangs are up 16-7. A little bit of a substitution going on here for Marshall. Ball is spotted on the Marshall 42. Just need a nice high one. And the Mustangs will call a timeout.
Might as well use the last one here to make sure we know what we're doing for these next 11
For sure.
seconds.
Well, we got a quick break. Just to let you know, next Friday night, we will be at home versus another Fort Bend team playing Fort Bend Willeridge. We got a nice little home stretch.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we played Willeridge, and I believe it's Galveston Ball. That game after that, I'll double-check that for sure. And then we start district play. But, again, only 4 road games this year. Somehow Coach Johnson worked some just great magic on that. So 6 games at Henry Winston for this Mustang team. Again, new district for the Mustangs. You look at Dave Campbell's magazine, have the Mustangs picked 2nd going into the season. Friendswood definitely looking to get back onto the playoff hunt this season after missing out last year in that district. 12 seconds left here. Butler back to punt. Good snap. Got a nice high one off to the left side. That's going to take a good bounce. Didn't let it roll, but they let about another second and a half off the clock.
Follows down
And
with
we're
the
at
21
1.9 on the clock. So one more play for the Buffs here in the first half. Mustangs up 16-7. When the half's over, we will get Jacob a chance to visit with Coach Johnson for a minute, kind of get his thoughts in the first half. Feel he's got to be fairly pleased with what he has seen, but as any good coach will, he'll also have many things to work on.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and the schedule actually next week, we've got home versus Willow Ridge, home versus Galveston Ball. There's a bye week the 20th.
That's right.
And then we have LaPorte at home as well.
So pretty much September is home.
It is. It is. And, of course, that bye week is a nice week for me because that's the Tennessee versus OU game I'll be going to. Excited about that.
Again, that's the third bingo marking. Mark your cards accordingly. And they're going to run that ball, and it is stopped by Caleb Allen. And the Mustangs will take their halftime break up on the Buffs. 16-7 is our halftime score. We'll let Jacob catch up with Coach Johnson as you hear the Friendswood crowd sound great down there. Again, nice crowd. Might be maybe a little bit more than we have here for the Buffs. Jacobs just, that mic is on, catching some stray words from the Mustangs as they come up. But again, a lot of excitement for the Mustangs here, up 16-7 here in this first game of the 2024 season. Coach Johnson just having some words to the officials so we can see, and here we go.
Coach, great first half. How does it feel to be back?
Oh, it feels great. It feels good to just watch our guys flying around. They've worked hard for this day for a really long time, and I'm just excited to watch them fly around.
Yes, sir. 7 points through 2 quarters. You got to be proud of your defense, right?
Really proud. Those guys are hard. They're playing physical. We bring a ton of pressure, and they're executing that at a high level right now. It's been really fun to watch.
Thank you for your time, Coach.
Thank you, Jacob, so much. Again, that's Coach Jordan Johnson with his thoughts on the first half. And as Jake, you heard him say, absolutely pleased, especially with that 7 on the board for Marshall. So we're going to take a halftime break here. If we can get some words from Coach Johnson, we will. Other than that, we will come back with some maybe some MCS music. We have 28 minutes on the clock. Join us here in 28 either way for the start of the second half. Again, your halftime score is Mustangs 16, the Buffs 7. And welcome back to Mercer Stadium. It is about 2 minutes here till kickoff at the second half. Mustangs on top of the bus, 16-7. And I tell you what, Coach, first half thought, I've just got one. Great. I don't know if you can drop a better first half than Friendswood did.
Oh, yeah, they did a great job there. Just looking at some quick stats, obviously with the score being that way, it's on the Friendswood advantage. You got 14 first downs to Marshall's only 6 first downs.
Wow.
If you were to think and put money on that, there's no way I would have put money on that betting line, right? Third down efficiency, 4 of 7. Friendswood just 2 of 9. But the rushing yards, 134 total rushing yards to 68 passing. So they've done a great job on the ground. And, again, I'd love to see yards after contact.
Yes.
It's got to be, out of those 134, it's probably 120 of them.
Oh,
right?
absolutely, yes.
For sure. So
But both runners.
Yeah, both. Yeah, for sure. So a couple penalties here and there, but nothing really to complain about too much. The stats looking good for the Friendswood side. We've got rushing yards for walk owners. You and I were talking about it. It is over 102. It's 100 yards. It's 102 on 23 carries.
Okay.
4.4 average, long as 17. Good for him. And then Trip Bateman's had 3. He came in when he had to give Walker Winters a little breather. 3 carries, 31 yards. Had that one long run at 26 yards. So really nice job. Butler's had 7 of 11 for 68 yards and a touchdown pass. His quarterback rating is 111.2. So lots of good things there. Mickey's got 2 catches for 42 yards. Jerome's got a couple catches. So, you know, if they can just keep this formula up this whole second half, the defense has played really well, too. So Mustangs looking really good.
No, absolutely. Again, like I said, for Coach Johnson, you heard him going off the field. Very pleased, both sides of the ball. You know, but this is a second half that can go, you know, a lot of different directions here. Again, Marshall has the weapons to make some changes. I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do. You know, they seem like they're just very conservative in the first half, in my opinion. You know, for the athletes and the skill they have on the field, and Friendswood was, you know, more than happy to take that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and for Friendswood, of course, also conservative again with when you have a Friendswood offense coach that has that many more rushing yards than passing. You know, some Friendswood fans who've been listening for years, that's a little out of the norm.
That is out of the norm for sure as they think about it. But you also got to think about the position that the Mustang defense had put their offense into. We got the block punt. We got the turnover when they were driving. Those turnovers make a big difference in a ball game.
Yes, no, for sure. Again, yeah, obviously the big play of the first half was the block punt early, giving the Mustangs the ball on the 3. Already up 3-0. That put them up 9 with the missed extra point. And here we are, 16-7. Second half already getting underway here from Mercer. Again, appreciate everyone listening in tonight here on MCS Sports as high school football gets underway. College football really gets underway this weekend. NFL in a week. This is a great time of year. The ball goes down to the 1-yard line. It's picked up 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Oh, no. 45, 50, flag on the field. He is going to go all the way.
Yeah, but hold on.
But the flag, way back on the 30. And whatever happens with this play, let me just say that is a reminder of the athletic ability that we see on the field here, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a great run by him. I feel like I saw a hold, but I don't want to say it.
That's typical of a situation like this. You would think it's coming back. But he bobbled the kick of the return. And
legal block in the back. Number 17 of the return team. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
So we'll bring that one back about 80.
And we'll take it.
Absolutely. And, Coach, that's one of those, you know, where the flag went in, that was nowhere near where the runner was. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, you know, the official tries to throw the flag where the penalty actually happened, and you're right. That had nothing to do with the play whatsoever. To be honest with you, that is a very typical junior high play.
Yeah.
We see that quite a lot at our level. So, again, appreciate everybody chatting us out and staying with us here through halftime. And going to start this second half. Quick shout-out to JJ's Car Wash.
Hey.
Yeah, I know JJ. Actually, his son's in football right now. I got to coach his daughter a few years ago, but thank you for their listening out. They're good supporters, do a lot of stuff for the community, and we're grateful to have them listening.
I use that car wash. My wife does too. I know that very well. And whatever those little smelly things are you hang from your my wife loves those. I think she's a collector.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So thank you, JJ. Great place. Absolutely.
Yeah, they do a lot, so we're thankful to have them listening.
1st and 10 for the Buffs. First drive of the second half. Ball's in their own 20-yard line after the penalty on the kick return. Quick pass out, incomplete. Oh, goodness. That was that Sindelar, Coach?
Oh, he's
yeah.
sick to his stomach.
Sindelar had a chance for a walk-in 6, just right through his hands, basically.
What a big play that would have been. Really
You
talk about
think?
killing momentum. Killing
Oh, my
momentum.
gosh.
Goodness gracious.
So incompletion. So really all it is a 2nd and 10, but my God, what a lot of stuff has just happened here in the first 2 minutes, and here all we have is a 2nd 10 and a 20.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Sindelar. You know, that's, as a defensive player, you get those opportunities so few.
Yes, yeah. He's a great player, though, and a good
Yes.
kid. I'm sure he's beat himself up, but he should just move on to the next play.
Twin formation, left side. Quick screen out. Caught, but brought down in the backfield. Give me a 5-yard loss. First man there was number 3, Ruffino.
And what a play by Ruffino to get down there, kind of push in the back. He actually kind of overran the runner, grabbed back and grabbed onto his shoe or his sock or something, and would not let go until he had some help. So great job by Ruffino. Good tackle.
3rd down and 15 here. Just underway here again in the second half. Mustangs on top 16-7 here against Marshall here at Mercer Stadium. On a beautiful Thursday evening here for some high school football. Doubles formation. Got a man in motion now, going to go right trips. Going to do a little throwback screen. Got some blockers. 20, 25 to the 27-yard line. Boy, he could have had a lot more. That was set up really well that time by Marshall. But it's going to bring up a 4th down now and 3, and they will be punting
Mustang, number 3, Nicholas Ruffino.
To start the second half.
Austin Kane with the stop. Brings up 4th down. Out the punt for the Bucks. Number 12, Dejon Taylor. Back for the Mustangs, number 24, Landon McGuire.
Landon McGuire is back for the Mustangs on his own 39-yard line. The punting game for Marshall has been spotty.
Suspect, to say the least.
Thank you. I like that word better. Uh-oh. That's going to be a delay. Clock's get 0 on the play clock. Let's bump you back 5.
Delay game. Number 12, 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Maybe they don't practice special teams all that often.
Maybe not, Coach, because you're right. Again, spotty.
Not their strong suit.
No, spotty. So we're back now to the 21-yard line, pretty much where they started this drive. After, again, returning the kick, 99 yards, but getting it returned back on a hold on the opposite side of the field.
Yes.
Ooh, high snap, and it is a high short kick. Get out of the way.
Get out of the way. Oh, my God. Ball's
going to roll out of bounds about the 38-yard line. And
it's so hard. You're engaging another play. You're trying not to watch the ball, but you got to get out of the way. Everybody's screaming at you. Ruffino and their player were both involved in the blocking there.
So 16-7 Mustangs, first drive of the second half for the Stangs. Ball's on their own 39-yard line, exactly where McGuire was set up. Twin formation left side. Offset back Winters to Butler's left. Here come the Mustangs. Handoff Winters, left side, really nowhere to go. He's going to get about a yard, and that's going to do it. They'll bring up a 2nd down, and they're going to say actually no yards. So 2nd down and 10.
Winters stopped by Andre Meadows-Wade of the Buffaloes.
Winters again, this time the right side, head down. Gosh, just no holes up there at all. Going to give him maybe a good 1.
Walker Winters once again on the
They're going to give him 2 on that, so it'll be a 3rd down and 8 now for the Mustangs.
Stephen Brown on the stop.
3rd down and 8. Butler back to pass, pressured, dropped. Back to the line of scrimmage. He goes to the 39-yard line.
Down by Lonnie Fagan.
Looked like Fagan's in that time on the tackle, so that's going to bring up a 4th down and 10. And a quick 3 and out for the Mustangs. Got a man down for Marshall. Early season down, which is cramps. This reminds me of last season. Seemed like we had a cramp infestation.
Oh, goodness. Well, last year, if you remember, it was so hot all
Yes,
summer.
it
We
was.
actually had to the junior high, we had to have sand brought into the back fields. I'm not kidding you, Kirk. We had 3- and 4-inch cracks in the earth. We had kids literally hurt, twisting ankles, and we had to put in a bunch of sand, and we practiced every day in the morning for weeks. Last summer was brutal, and you're right. We had, oh my gosh, I think the first game there were 7, 8 kids.
It seemed like every other play.
Oh my goodness, yeah, you can't blame them. You can drink all the water you want. It's just so difficult. So last summer was brutal.
And it's been so much better this summer, especially this last few days.
Oh yeah, absolutely, sure. I mean, you're going to have those. I like to listen to Space City Weather, listen to Eric Berg and those guys. You're going to have those 3 or 4 weeks of August every year. That's just the way it is.
I love when people still get surprised.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
hot.
That punt.
That ball was boomed. That's going to go down to the 8-yard line. Here we go on the return. You just never know. 5-10 block. Good block right there. 20, 25, 30. He gets back to the 32-yard line. And no flags that time.
Great pursuit, though, by 32, which would be Ty Rudolph. Came all the way across from his position on the far side of the field. Stayed in pursuit the whole time for a nice wrap-up tackle.
You know, as spotty as their punt game is, Coach, the return game is spectacular.
Yes.
I'll use another S word, stellar.
Stupendous.
Yes.
That S word.
Those bingo cards are filling up tonight, Coach. Filling up tonight. 1st and 10, balls on the Marshall 34-yard line. Fort Bend down Marshall down 16-7. Trip bunch formation left side, and Caleb Allen tackle in the backfield, nowhere to go. Allen almost took the handoff. 2nd down and 13 now, and neither offense right now is doing anything so far to start this second half. Doubles formation. Single back offset to Johnson's right side. Johnson he goes up top, got a man, caught at the 50, down the 40-yard line, setting that screen up again, corner bit.
Yep.
And just Ferguson, that's his man, number 4, Jacaden Ferguson's already had a touchdown tonight. Great play that time by Johnson. Again, they set that up the whole first half.
Yeah, it's hard for those DBs not to bite on that.
Sure.
Because they start going short. They want to bite on it, and then it's a long pass over the top.
So 1st and 10 now, balls in Mustang territory. This time they do run the screen incomplete. Never really had possession that time.
Booted it.
Like number 3 on that, Andre Feast, just couldn't quite handle it. Bring up a 2nd and 10 now for Fort Bend. And again, Coach, this team just a couple years ago, right there in the state finals. You know, the talent, and they just keep reloading year after year. This team is a perennial threat to go several rounds deep every year, and this team is set for that. Just, a few new players, working some kinks out, but the talent is there. Pass caught. Just a little slam down there. Was that Allen?
That is Caleb Allen.
Caleb Allen deep in there, but they got a 1st and 10.
Johnson's pass complete to Andre Feast.
Feast caught it, and the ball's now on the Mustang 32-yard line. And this is kind of what I expected, and we all did in the first half.
Yeah,
just get your players the ball.
Yeah, a little slinging around the field is what we kind of thought we would see.
Trips formation right side. Single back, Johnson. Oh, he's looking up top for the big man. Ferguson got him. It is incomplete. Great breakup.
Is that 27 Austin Kane right there?
It looks like it's a fall. It's on the corner of the end zone.
And he's just a sophomore if that is Austin.
Incomplete.
Yeah, he's with him pretty much stride for stride. I have his little sister in class this year, and a great play by number 27. He's a good kid, good athlete there, Austin Kane. Good things will come from him in the future.
Yeah, Ferguson's telling his quarterback, hey, just get it out there a little bit
further,
more. He did underthrow that a little bit. And again, Ferguson's 6'3". He'll go get it. 2nd and 10 now for the Buffs. Johnson rolls to his left, and he is brought down immediately. Coach, I'll give you one guess. I'll give you a hint. First name Caleb.
Last name Allen.
Got it. For the win. Caleb Allen again in the backfield. It's nice. Caden Johnson tried to give him a little Heisman, and Allen would have none of that.
And I'm looking at Caleb's number. Didn't Matt Reyes start out at 49 back a few years ago?
Yeah. That was last year was Allen's first, I believe, at 49.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Matt he's on he plays for Navy.
Okay.
I think he's actually in the college EA 25 video game.
I didn't think about that. Nice.
Yeah.
Johnson rolls to his right. Pressure. Got a man short. He's going to be run out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Wait, Thought he was out of bounds. He finally goes down. And that gets him back. Well, they're still short of the initial line of scrimmage. Friendswood's defense is just flying all over the field right now. And it's going to bring up a 4th and 13. And Marshall, again, with the punt, trying to pin Friendswood deep. McGuire back to return as McGuire's on his own 5-yard line right now.
If it goes over his head, he's got to let that go.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's make sure we don't make that mistake.
And now Marshall.
Yeah, they got too much going on. Oh.
Well, the play clock was going down.
Yeah, I think they're a little confused on what was happening there.
Yeah, for sure.
This is the time they definitely don't want to get a mistake here and do something wrong on the coverage. When you're down, you got 5 minutes and 41 seconds going in that third quarter.
Yeah, this quarter is just, besides that little last offensive flurry from Marshall, just a defensive quarter so far for both teams. Friendswood's defense is just pinning their ears back and coming. Again, Caleb Allen, we know he's a leader of the defense. That goes without saying, but he is really showing why tonight, Coach.
Oh, absolutely.
Every year you got some good players, and they'll do their job. He is stepping up in a game above and beyond. Jacob, let's go down to you here just for a second. We're just talking about here about the defense. They're just all over the field right now.
I know. Coach Croc, to preach it back, every hat to the ball, and that's what I'm seeing right now from Friendswood's defense.
No, they're doing a great job. Be interested to see what this punt does right here. See if Friendswood tries to come get it. Thank you, Jacob. Again, McGuire is almost on his goal line. Ball is back. Oh, it's a fake. Got to know something's up. 30, 25, and guess what? First down, Marshall. That's Deshaun Taylor, one of the receivers. And again, because that's just that, we just talked about the spotty, sketchy, so why not just let him run?
Oh, yeah, and he's got some wheels, doesn't he? He got it going quick to full speed, slicing and dicing his way through there.
So 5:30, Marshall now knocking on the door inside the red zone at the 18-yard line.
And we've mentioned how important special teams has been, even
there
for Friendswood, getting that block back there, getting the fumble recovery on the turnover. And so now it looks like Fort Bend's decided to take their little tricks there with some special teams.
Well, and that's the beauty of non-district games. You get a chance to throw it all out there and see what works. And no doubt, again, you weren't going to – it's going to be hard to hold Marshall down to 7.
Right,
exactly. You knew they were going to do a few things. And Friendswood's defense, as good as they're playing right now, that was just a strong play call by Coach Williams that time for the Buffs. So 1st and 10 now inside the red zone to the 18. Johnson back to pass. Goes up top. Got a man. Oh, what a catch. Caught. Touchdown. That number 5 right there for, let's see who we're looking at here. I'm not seeing 5.
I do not see 5 on the roster.
Well, we'll get a name if we can. My gosh, what a catch. Just went up. Great coverage that time.
Or is it number 8? My bad.
That could have been, 8. Jacaden Edmonds.
Yes.
And just did a great job of shielding his man. And great kick. Went up high for that ball. It's 16-13, pinning the extra point.
He rocketed that ball in there, though.
That was a bullet in there. Johnson, it's like he's just getting better, Coach, as this game goes on.
Oh,
ball
snap.
It was blocked. More special teams tomfoolery. Brought down, and then it's going to stay 16-13. That's the second block of the ball game. 1 field goal, 1 punt. That was some of Friendswood, but also
part of that
the ball was snapped.
Yeah, he pretty much rolled it out there to the holder, and that ball didn't have a chance. Anytime the ball doesn't come back quick, it gives that defensive back or whoever it is on the outside trying to get around that side a little extra time to try to block that.
For sure. So 16-13 is our score. Jacob, I couldn't tell exactly. Maybe you can see who got in there to block that. Again, it was just kind of a horde of Mustangs.
It was kind of a hodgepodge of a couple different Mustangs. It was hard for me to tell.
Yeah, definitely hard to from up here. But, yeah, at the end of the day, that starts with the snap. You know, that ball's on the turf.
Oh, absolutely. When you roll one like that, it's going to be hard to get the kick up in the air.
For sure. Thank you, Jacob. 16-13, 4:42 left here in the third quarter. And the Mustangs avoid being up 2. Now they got a full 3 points on there. And that field goal that 3-point difference might be big here. Because, again, the special teams all game long for both teams has been interesting to say the least. I mean, we've had a kickoff, 99 kick return brought back. We've had a punt block lead to a Friendswood score. Mm-hmm. We've had a fake punt that led to a Marshall touchdown. And then we've got a block extra point that might have knocked some of the turf off that ball because it was loaded down with that as it was scuffed across the turf. So, yeah, special teams has been all over the board tonight. Friendswood offense has not got on track the second half. We'll see what they can do here on the return. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Here we go. 40, 45, 50. Jackson Lee's got some wheels. Yes, sir. First down indeed. Here we go. They're going to spot that one at the Marshall 37. Huge return for Jackson Lee. And again, we're just talking special teams.
Here we
there
are.
You go.
I know. Looks like it's become a track meet out there, hasn't it?
It has. And when you say that, you think, oh, I don't know. That doesn't go in Friendswood's favor. It is right now. I mean, it's really both sides are flexing their track muscles right now.
Yeah, and I think that was a great call by Jackson. He pretty much just put one foot in the ground, cut to his left, and just took off in the limelight and took off there. So good job by him getting those wheels going. Good to see him back again, like we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, him getting hurt last year and getting to play a lot this year. So good for him.
Here we go. A lot more motion going on for the Mustangs. Geronimo now. We got empty backfield as Winters in a trip set. Little screen pass. That ball is short. Butler just skipped that ball over to Mickey. That time had Winters out there to block as well. Winters and a BB were going to set that screen up, but Butler just couldn't get it to him. And we had another man down for Marshall, and what you bet, it's another cramp.
Well, Noah, BB number 11, was blocking on that and pancaked that guy. And that ball might have been delivered better. Mickey might have got some yards because Noah, as we said, he's not a small young man.
He is not. He, like I said, does not got any smaller since we saw him last year.
But he's a great kid. I love his family. I got to coach both his sisters, Sarah and Eden, back in the day in basketball, and they're just great young ladies, and his parents, they're super sweet. So he lives right actually across the street from Coach McKeever, so he likes to give him a hard time. But Noah's a good boy, but he's a good ball player, so that was good. That's just blocking. That's just part of it. Oh,
yeah, that's not a cramp on that one.
No, that's not a cramp on that one.
No, Baby's got a good future ahead of him for sure beyond Friendswood High School football here. So 4:28 left in the third quarter. Mustangs up 16-13, but in great field position at the Buffalo 36-yard line. This is going to be a 2nd and 10 now. Going to have trips right. Walker Winters now back in the backfield. A BB tight left. Back to his tight end position. Going to hand off to Winters. Little guard pull that time. Winters, nice job of getting an extra few. And it's going to bring up now a 3rd down and about 6.
That little delay, just his vision has got to be so good back there. He takes a small little pause, delay, cut to his right, and runs right through there.
Winters taking a breather right now as Bateman's going to come in for him. Winters, again, got to be tired, already over 100 yards in the first half. Adding to that total, just going to take a little break here. So 3rd down and 7, doubles formation. Fakes the handoff. Bateman got a block. Ball's overthrown. Going up for Mickey that time, and Mickey gave it his all, just couldn't quite reach that one. That ball was hot out of Butler's cannon. It is now 4th and 7. Mustangs staying on the field, looks like. Going to try to get a chance to keep this drive alive, but got to go 7.
Well, and as Marshall's special teams play has been, I'm not sure I'd want to kick it to them really either way, and they got a short field to work with.
Butler back to pass, got a man caught, 1st down. Oh, nice spin move, Garrett Mickey inside the 10, the 5, the touchdown. But there was a flag on the very far side of the field, Coach.
There was no one even standing over there.
No, that flag's on the 10-yard line. Garrett Mickey caught it, turned in instead of out. But what is this?
I mean, there's not.
Oh, okay.
Had to be something like that with the flag.
That was true, yeah.
Yeah.
Marshall had 12, needed 13.
Yeah.
Mickey with the score, 22-13 Mustangs. Wilson in for the extra point. And what a great move by Mickey, Coach.
Oh, that was a nice move. He's slippery, wasn't he?
He was. And the extra point is up and good. That gives the Mustangs a 23-13 lead. Jacob, you were right there to see that. That was a nice stick and go that time from Mr. Mickey.
It was a great catch, a great move, and then a great stiff arm to make sure he got in the end zone right there.
For sure. No, that was just that move was on a dime.
It was. Mickey has, 3 or 4 catches tonight, but all of them have been huge catches.
Absolutely. None bigger, though. I mean, he had that nice layout, but this one just give you that 10-point lead. That's huge right there.
Right, that took the cake right there.
Absolutely. 23-13 is our score. Mustangs on top of the Buffs. 3:54 left here in the fourth quarter. And the Friendswood offense, that's nice to see because the first couple drives of the second half were just 3 and outs and really hadn't seen much. Hadn't seen what we saw in the first half. But, man, that was electric right there on a 4th and 7 from Butler to Mickey. And that puts the Mustangs up 10 now. With a little bit more than a quarter and 4 minutes left in this ball game. Friendswood trying to knock off the number 10 team in the state in 5A Division II. And are in a good position right now. Defense playing well. Offense now just got back on track. Special teams, you just don't know what direction that's going to go. And again, I'm nervous right now because you got another kickoff.
Right, exactly. I was going to say, you never know what the special teams is going to break out. 10-point lead is definitely not.
Oh, I love it. They decided, nope, don't see that big return. We're going to pooch it down to 30, 35, 40, no! 50, no! 40, 30. You just, the special teams tonight is off the rails.
It is. It's crazy.
You pooch it to the 30 to the up back, and he just goes just a nice 40 yards to the 30-yard line of Friendswood.
Jalen Osby, number 1, comes up there and makes that play. That was what? Was that Jacaden Ferguson on that?
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe you squib it next time. What else do we do? What else can we have? Looks like Tony Hopkins with an update. Galveston ball 41, Manville 6 in the third quarter. I'm not sure if we're able to look at some of those scores on your phone there. And then Mr. Davidson says, congratulations to Jonah Williams, committed to Texas.
Yes. We'll see very soon. 2 weeks from now, as a matter of fact.
Well, I think he picked the wrong, T, but whatever. Different color orange.
Who is the real UT in the SEC, Coach?
Well,
I already know your answer, but I just want to hear your thoughts.
Number 1, Tennessee was a college before Texas was even a state. So let's get that straight, number 1. Number 2, when they go to SEC Media Day, the SEC has labeled Tennessee as UT and Texas as TEX. I'm just going to stop there.
And somebody has a bingo. There it is for the win. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate that unbiased opinion. I love it.
I'm biased. I'm born and raised in Tennessee. What do you mean to tell you?
I mean, that's fair enough.
I mean,
All you Longhorn fans, feel free to chirp in. 23-13 is the score. Oh. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of Ferguson.
Johnson's pass is incomplete. It's in for number 4, Jacaden Ferguson.
Yep, Jacob Rich just shot me a little text. Which UT? Yeah, he knows.
Hey, yeah, there's no doubt about that. Come on, Jacob.
Mr. Merritt, feel free to pipe in anytime.
It's not personal. It's just business.
Fair enough. 3rd down and 10 now for the Buffs. They just had a couple of passes go incomplete. Balls in the money, just dropped. So twin formation or doubles formation. Johnson in the pistol. Offset back to his right. Quick strike. Got it. That 3rd. Incomplete. Just drop, and drop again. And that's Taylor.
Yeah, it looks like what they're basically doing is Friendswood is giving them that yard, a 7 to 10 yard cushion because their speed all day. So they're trying to get their skill guys in there, and when they can't make those catches, they can't make any moves. So it's definitely a game plan, I think, that they have to go with. They pretty much have to go with that short pass because Friendswood's playing off them. But if you can't make those catches, that's not going to help you.
No, for sure. And by the way, John Merritt says you're wrong. And anyway, we'll continue shortly. All right, Johnson on the roll. He's scrambling 30, 25, 20, 15, and he gets it all on his own. Because they have him listed at obviously 6'6" and runs a 4.6, and I see that now. He hadn't really got out there much, but, man, he sure did that time. Gets the ball to the 10-yard line.
Quarterback Johnson.
Yeah, and he doesn't look like he's running hard.
First down.
No.
He's galloping across the field.
First and goal. Yep, right at the 10. So first and goal from the 10. 2:50 left here in the third quarter. Mustangs up 23-13. But again, Marshall knocking on the door. Johnson barks it out, rolls to his right.
Got a man.
Got a man. Incomplete
Dropped.
again. They cannot hang on the football. By the way, the little side note from Jacob Rich wants to know who won the last national championship with UT.
The last time Tennessee won it was 1998. So that ought to tell you something right there. It's been a while for the Vols.
So I guess that was the TX year. That
Yeah,
year.
the
That's
TX, yes. And the Tennessee University was founded in 1794, just for kicks and giggles.
Was that founded by the British back then? Who was here? I'm just kidding. I know U.S. history. I know that's not right.
1794. The British. Lord have mercy.
Oh goodness, we kid here on MCS Sports.
All out of love, right? And you know when Texas was admitted to the Union was 1845, and if you know your Texas history, remember the Alamo. If it wasn't for Tennessee, this would be Mexico. So whatever's fine.
We're gonna lay all that on Davy Crockett and all that.
Well, they asked for 3,000 volunteers, and Tennessee sent 30,000. So we'd go above and beyond. I'm just throwing that out there.
And Coach, always give you a pat on the back for that. Thank you.
You're
I'm
welcome. That's what I tell Coach Garcia. Don't complain. Just say thank you and move on.
That's right.
That's what I tell him.
23-13. Now we got another timeout. I mean, we're not just talking about Tennessee for the heck of it. There's just no play on the field.
Yeah.
We took all that time, and then Friendswood decides to call a timeout. So it is 23-13. Mustangs just trying to get settled here. This is a big play, 2nd and 10. But right now, Coach Fort Bend Marshall is just not hanging on the football. Jacob, you're down there. Is there? I mean, they're just not catching the ball.
They're just not. I mean, I don't even have an explanation. The ball's hitting them right in the hands, and they're just not making the catch.
No, and you had the better vantage point of us on that run by the quarterback Johnson. It kind of reminded me of that Brock Foster last year where he's going fast.
Right, but it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, I mean, was that the same way from your vantage point?
Yeah, he looked like he was running about half speed right there. But the funny thing is, what looks like half speed to him, he outran half the defense on that play.
Exactly. Maybe it's when you're 6'6", things look a little I don't know, but he did get the job done.
He did.
And that's why they're here right now. Thank you, Jacob.
Yes,
2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and goal for the Buffs. We have all of a sudden come to a standstill here in the third quarter. It is a two-back set, single receiver up top, twins to the right. Again, so many weapons, they just cannot convert right now. Johnson, a little wheel right out of the backfield is incomplete. Now, that was a tougher catch.
That was a much tougher catch.
And he had to lay out it inside some traffic. Sorry, Coach.
Yeah, it looks like he kind of got a knee to the helmet
Yeah.
there. Kind of put him to the ground. This will be the third time in as many plays that someone has been hurt from the Buffs. That's just kind of what happens in football. And, Kirk, looking at the clock, I just realized it's 2:42 left. This third quarter has flown by.
Yeah, they really have, except for the last few minutes. All of a sudden, just come to a standstill.
Yeah, this has come to a standstill.
That was an interesting call. They run the wheel out of the backfield with the back, but to the short side of the field where it's already congested, and he really didn't have much room. He, like I said, he had to kind of dive for the ball. It was a short pass, and then I think, he took that knee, unfortunately, to the head. So, Jacob, is that kind of what you saw right there?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened, unfortunately. He dove for the ball, and he caught a knee to the side, and it kind of looked like it bent his head weird a little bit.
Yeah, we hate to hear that for sure. Thank you, Jacob. So, 2:42 left here. Again, this is game one, obviously, of the 2024 season. Friendswood comes into this year with hopes to get back on that playoff trail, again, in a new district. When you look at the preseason, we got some teams, Coach, that we just haven't played. Kingwood Park.
Yep.
Is one, and they're picked to be a strong team.
Mm-hmm. But we have them at home, though. Is that am I correct? Home, so that's always going to be helpful with our home game.
Yeah, I believe our road games, if I have it right, I know you had a schedule earlier, but I know we have Crosby on the road. We have Pasadena, both those new district opponents on the road, and I think we have one more here, and that might be Kempner.
Yes, and I believe I think we end on a Saturday.
It might be a Saturday game
something.
right here.
I have to look at the schedule again. We have a couple. I think we have 2 Thursdays because we have that fall break coming up in October where the kids are out of school on Thursday, Friday. But I think we play that Thursday night. And then we have that – I think the Saturday game ends the season here because we start here and we end here.
Yeah, that's
if I'm not
right.
mistaken. Yeah, so I've
sure.
tried to look at that schedule and all that. Try to look at that schedule so I could figure out which weekends I'm going to see my kids. You know, we talked about in the car. I took my daughter up to college this year. She's going up to Baylor with my son, so they're both up there, and I'm sure they're doing one, having a good time. It's just tough on mom and dad when the kids fly the nest. You know what I mean?
I do know exactly
you've
what
been
you
there.
mean. Absolutely. Yep. But it's fun to see what they do, and you know, I'll be missing a few games myself every now and then. Go watch my son coach. So they're in South Alabama this year. So it's a lot of a lot of things going on. And while we got a break, I'll just say this, and for those of y'all been with us now for the last 9 years, this is going to be my last rodeo this year, and Coach Fritz will be taking over the lead spot, and we'll have a new co-pilot next year, and that's going to be Jacob down there on the field. Jacob, I know you're listening right now, so again, I just want to say again, looking forward to hearing you up here, and I can chat you up next year.
Oh, he said his battery, I think, might be dead in his in the microphone. We can get that fixed.
Well,
I hope he just didn't.
Oh, there we go. You hear it?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good.
All right. Well, no, we just want to let everyone know that you will be in the Coach Fritz seat next year, and Coach Fritz or really whoever wants to do it next year. But looking forward to hearing you next year more than we do already. So again,
I'm very excited. Awesome.
Well, thank you so much, Jacob. Yep, this is going to be my last time. I'm still going to broadcast, but from some different areas. My wife and I are going to move to the north side of town, and so it's time to do something else. And again, it's been a great 9-year run, Coach. It's hard to believe 9 years in this program.
Yeah. My
son Justin, who's now coaching in South Alabama, who graduated 10 years ago. This was his senior year 10 years ago. Played for Friendswood, and I can't believe that's been 10 years. But then we started this program right after that, and really thank you to Thad Rohr for allowing this to happen. Took it to him and said, hey, we've got a great MCS program. Let's get the kids involved. We do. That's why we got someone like Cam here getting great experience and really getting us on the air. And then all we do is just talk football.
Oh, yeah. Just
been a
having
blessing.
Fun. Talk family, talk football. And I was reading an email from Thad from a week or so ago just talking about, when we go to the home games there at Henry Winston, the number of kids, the number of students involved. He mentioned MCS, cheer, the Wranglerettes, the band, all that. It's over 500 people that are involved in the program, the football players, the trainers, just the mass number of people, the ushers. I mean, you could go on and on.
Right.
All the people involved in the program. So we by no means, we get the glory because we're on the air and we get to talk about it, but by no means are we up here by ourselves. We definitely have a lot of help and lots of great community members that we get a chance to touch base with. I know many of the families just from working at the district this long, and this young man is getting up with claps. Good for him there on the field. So, yeah, I hope their listenership doesn't drop off a table there after next year when you take off. Doesn't just fall to nothing. But I'm going to give it the old college try. And Jacob, who my former student, by the way, that's how old I am. He was in junior high, and I taught him math back in the day. But now he's going to be a graduate. So it's going to be fun working with him. And it's funny, I've had several former players that I've got to work with. I actually have Kristen Cole, who took a job at the junior high this year. I was her 7th grade basketball coach, and now she's going to be working there at the junior high. She's all adulting and stuff.
I know,
so
right?
It's just, all that stuff comes together, but it's just a whole massive amount of people that get this thing going each and every week. Darren Scott, the assistant AD, we could go on and on. So
sure.
It's a big process.
No, it's been great. It's been great to be a part of this from the start to see where it is now. And I look forward to listening and on the future and seeing where this program continues to grow. But it's been great. We've had so many great students, producers over the years, Coach, as you know, and on-field reporters. And it's just been a joy to be a part of all this. And I'm going to miss it. I mean, there's no doubt about it. But, it's like everything else with life, Coach. You've one chapter ends and another one, starts.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And when my kids go on, I tell people all the time that, I have to be in their joy. I can't live in my sadness.
No,
you know what I mean?
absolutely, right.
'Cause that doesn't change anything. So I know they're having a good time, and you're definitely going to be missed, Kirk, just the knowledge you have and the background and all the coaching experience and your own son playing and your daughter playing basketball and everything else. And I think the one thing I miss about you more than anything else is just our rides to and from the game. We have a good time chit-chatting about the game, what's going to happen, what we thought was going to happen. Then when we get done, we talk about it on the way home. So it's always been fun. We've had the pleasure to to broadcast a few games in NRG Stadium.
I know.
And that's been a lot of fun.
And I'm obviously hoping for that this year.
Absolutely, yeah.
To go out on a high note.
Sure.
For sure. And I'll be remiss, too, while we have this break and we're fixing to get back into play. I want to thank John Merritt for all he's done for us over the years.
Yes.
I know he's a UT fan, and yes, I do hold that sometimes against him too. I know, sure know you do. But we couldn't have done, so much information, so much help. I love sometimes he and I will meet at HCB parking lot like we're doing some kind of subversive action out there just to get the stats. And my wife goes, "How long will you be?" I said, "Just go in and get the tomatoes. I'll be there in a second." And then off we go. So, anyway, John Merritt, if you're still listening, love you and appreciate all the help you've given us over the years. I think we're ready for some football.
I think we're ready. Let's hit it.
All right.
Go get the tomatoes. Lordy.
So, 2:42 left here in the third quarter. Friendswood up 23-13. Marshall, 3rd down and 10 from the goal line. 3rd and goal. Pass across the middle. And just like that, another touchdown for the Buffs. Jacaden Edmonds with the 6th. Just a simple slant route was all that was. 23-19 Buffs. Extra point pending.
Yeah, that's just a quick timing route. We're going to run that slant time. If it's there, great. If it's not, he better run over and get it. And you got to finish that route out. That's going to bring that score at the extra point, like I said, pending 20-23. So it's by no means over.
No,
10-point lead is nothing when the game is like this, and the special teams have been playing like crazy.
Well, here goes special teams again. You could have an extra point go through. You could block it, run it back. It could be a fake. We don't know the way this game's been going. 23-19 is the score. Ball is, hasn't been snapped yet. Snap, down, kick up, and it is good. 23-20. I tell you what, Coach, Keaton Johnson, quarterback for the for the Buffs, is just getting better and better. He's more confident. He was cool in the pocket right there. Just no big deal. Step back, fire a bullet. There you go, 6 points, and here we go again. So, this game is a toss-up going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it looks like he's settling in, which is what we don't want. We need to get more pressure on him like we were in the first half. And, Friendswood probably could use a nice little sustained drive here. Let's run it down the throat. Kill some clock and get on the shoulders of Walker Winters as he's done so far this game. So, yeah, it's just quickly how things change, right?
Oh, absolutely. Got another listener right now, a good friend of mine I've known him since he was 3, Rick King. He grew up with me, and he and his girlfriend Taylor are listening. I think I know you're not going to like this, Coach, but her mom's going to see the Fighting Texas Aggies tomorrow against Notre Dame. Another big weekend.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I cheer for Tennessee and anybody playing Notre Dame.
Oh, well, then go Ags. There you go.
There you go. What do they say?
Absolutely.
They whoop or whatever you do. I don't know how it goes.
But I don't know. Just drink the Kool-Aid and say whatever comes out of your mouth. Taylor, I'm kidding. I love you. But anyway, here we go. 23-20 is our score. 2:36 left here in the third quarter. Mustangs on top. Another pooch kick probably coming. Again, you just don't know. I've got a lot of ball games over the years, special teams, and this one has just been one of the most unhinged I have seen.
They
pooch it. Here we go. It's going to be caught at the 25, 30, 35, and down to the 37-yard line. Who was that? It's Walker Winters.
Walker Winters, yep.
Nice.
22.
So Friendswood, nice field position now to start maybe the last drive here, the third quarter for the Mustangs. Because I don't think I've ever said "Go Aggies" before. All of a sudden, my stomach hurt a little bit.
Well, it just depends on who they're playing. I'm a obviously a Tennessee guy, but I'm for the SEC too. I like the SEC to do well. It just makes the whole conference go and do well. So,
well, we're happy for you.
Yes, for sure. I'm trying to look at the scoreboard through the glass here. 2:31 left.
2:31. Winters handoff left side up the middle. Here we go. Oh, he got caught quick. Thought he had a hole, then it closed quickly. Got about 5, though. Going to be a 2nd and 5 now. Winters, Coach, is on his way to about 150.
He is.
So far tonight.
Yeah, and I like the way he's got the securing that ball. We don't have time for a fumble or a turnover or anything like that right now.
Here we go. Fake to Winters. Quick pass out caught. That's Jerome. Yeah, it's going to be enough for a first down for your Stangs right at midfield.
That was a nice rip over there by Butler.
Yes.
Very nice pass.
His arms, Coach, it's solid. We've seen a lot of great passes tonight from Mikey Butler. Just got to get some timing down, some of the issues he's had this evening, but that'll be worked out. Got a flag and a false start on the Mustangs. Now, Mickey was out like a cannon. I don't know if there was a lineman jumped as well, but.
Yeah, because we have the near side line judge would have never seen
Yeah,
Mickey
no,
jump,
I
so
don't
it had
think
to have been the
Yep. Caught a lineman that time. Big old Rowdy Stouffer. First and 15 now for the Mustangs. Ball's back on their own 45 now. 1:53 and counting here in the third. Winters handoff, makes a cut. Nice job. Head down again. Takes a man for a little bit of a ride. Going to get him about 10 on that. It's going to bring it down to the 44-yard line of Marshall. Tempo again. Oh, Bateman's trying to come in. Winters goes out. That's the only thing that slows down the Mustangs is the substitution. Bateman offset to Butler's right side. Bateman handoff. Sophomore trying to find some running room and cannot. It's going to bring a third down and 4 now for your Mustangs. Just a little over a minute left here in the third.
Yeah, again, you can't overstate how well that the line has played for the Mustangs tonight.
For sure.
They've done a great job. Risetto, Vu, Stouffer, they've done a really nice job.
Third down and 4. Ball's on the right hash, moving right to left. Walker Winters right side does not get the first, but he'll get 2, about a yard and a half. Decision-making time, Coach. 4th and 2. I got to think we're going right here.
Yeah, I'm thinking they're going to. What's the difference in the play clocks? They can flip the field. Nope. It's about a 12-second difference, so they can't just wait and flip the field and have time to talk about it.
Yep, they're not even going to discuss. Here we go. Butler with a hard count again. Could not draw them off sides. DB's pressing tight. I mean, DB up top is almost in his back pocket right there. Butler, keeper, first down.
Good.
Mikey Butler. Everybody comes up a little chippy. Gotta love it.
Yep. Nice keeper by Butler. And he's got a cramp too
Butler,
himself. Let's hope that's all it is.
So we're going to have another timeout on the field.
Quick shout out to King Raven 43. Guess who King Raven 43 is?
Hold on.
Former worker with us.
A recent one?
Yeah, pretty recent.
I mean, I don't want to start calling people and then upset someone.
Clayton.
Yes, sir. Oh, my goodness.
Clayton.
It is so good to hear. I don't even wonder where King Raven comes from.
Yeah, I don't know.
Clayton, another stellar student producer for us.
Absolutely. Little roving reporter, did a great job for us. Butler's coming out of the game, so got to have a new quarterback in. Looks like he just has a little cramp there. Let's see who they put in there at the quarterback.
Jeffrey
number
Randall.
10. It is the backup, Jeffrey Randall.
Randall is a junior. So he will come in with a new set of downs. Quick handoff. Got a man that's going to happen. Walker Winters up the middle. 20, 15, 10. Get the house. Oh, he got tripped up. Goodness gracious.
Man.
Down to the 7-yard line. So close. So close.
Johnson and Marshall.
Great run that time by Winters.
Yeah, he busted through that line. Again, you can't speak enough of how well those guys are doing up front. I just can't get to all those lineman numbers, but it's like Winters pulled up a little cramp too there. Again, they've been playing a lot. We got a timeout here by the Mustangs, or yeah, I believe so.
I didn't see it, but yeah, it's definitely a timeout.
I'm sorry, it's not a timeout. The quarter. I apologize.
Well, there you go. So we're gonna flip the field here, and Jacob, while we're flipping, want to get your thoughts. Can you still hear me good, Jacob?
I can hear you.
Awesome. Winters comes in, and that run. I mean, he's just having is he getting stronger as the game goes on?
I think he is. Most people get tireder as the game goes on, but I think Winters is kind of, getting better and better as the game goes on, and it's unfortunate right there. Sometimes you'll see it when a runner gets tackled from behind, their shin will get pinned up under their leg, and I think that's what happened to Winters right there.
Okay. So we have 12 minutes left here in the ball game.
You know, we got to give a shout out too to the staff as far as the trainers here. You got Blake and our Miss Tubbs at our school, and Tevin Den and all the student workers, just all those trainers that get out there when these kids have these cramps, try to get them back on the field, get them stretched out, get them taped up, wrapped up, and all that stuff. They do a great job, whether it's fingers, toes, whatever it happens to be. Great job of getting these kids back on the field as best they can and trying to keep them as healthy as possible.
From the 7.
So here we go. First and goal now for the Mustangs. New quarterback Randall. Randall on the keeper, up the gut. Got to get about a yard or two. Coach, was Randall a former running back or my?
Well, he wasn't. He always played quarterback, but the difference in Jeffrey is he came into the junior high about 8th grade at Christmas, so he didn't actually play football for us. We didn't get a chance to see him. Now his sister's a golfer, another great kid, but he's played quarterback I think since he's been here at the high school. Get in there, Trip Bateman. Get in there.
Bateman, nice run, close. You know he wants to taste that end zone, Coach.
Absolutely.
Is that Winter's call?
Hey, Winter's coming back, yeah.
Come on, Walker. Bateman hustles off. Winter's back in, 3rd and 3.
But I've heard good things about Jeffrey Randall on the spring practices we've been going to and stuff. Yeah, he's played quarterback the whole time from what I understand.
3rd and goal now from the 3. Winter's back in. You got to figure he's going to touch the ball on this one, or it's going to be a Randall keep. Getting just underway here in the 4th quarter. 23-20 Mustangs. Randall, Winters, handoff. Oh, goodness gracious, the pressure.
Yeah, that one sealed up pretty short.
That was gone, absolutely. So it's going to be a 4th down. He lost a yard on that one.
Little game. Isaiah Williams on the stop for the Buffalo. 4th down and goal.
And, of course, we're going for it. Why would we not?
Randall barking it out, man in motion. Mickey. Randall's going to throw
Got
it.
it, man.
It was
tipped.
It was tipped. Had Mickey open.
He did.
And that was going to be a nice, easy pitch and catch, but the ball was tipped by the DN and turnover on downs.
Yeah, but you had no choice because the field goal doesn't really help you. It makes it 26-20. They score once and it's tie ball game. The extra point and they're ahead. So I think you go for that. There's no, I think that's even a question on that. So, that would have been so close.
Good job by Randall of coming in a clutch position right there.
Absolutely.
Did very well for his first snaps of the season. So 10:30 left here in the ball game. Mustangs up 23-20. Friendswood's been up the entire ball game so far tonight. We'll see if that can continue. Keaton Johnson, his own goal line, his own end zone, actually.
Yeah, critical series right here. I know it's 10 minutes to go, but trying to hold them back there is this long, long field they got to navigate.
The pass is caught. Yeah, number 4. That's his guy, Ferguson again.
Yep.
Nicholas Rufino with the stop.
Gives them that breathing room. They want to get out of the end zone and obviously a 1st down.
Okay, we got a little extra noise right there in the booth. We're good now. Twin receivers right side, single receiver to the left. Handoff right side and brought down. Fumble, Mustang football. Mustang football. That is Brazina with the.
Second down. The ruling is down by contact.
No, my goodness. Cameron Brazina with a second recovery, but they are saying he was down
by contact.
Wow.
Can I beg to differ with that?
Please.
I mean, I beg to differ. That's all I'm really going to say. Golly.
Goodness gracious. Doubles formation. There's some coaches that disagree.
Yes.
Doubles formation. Single back to the right now, motion, empty backfield. Johnson throws to Ferguson. Ferguson caught, coming across the middle, trying to find some running room. Really nowhere to go, though. It was 2nd and 16. It's going to be 3rd down and about the same.
Yeah, it looks like Jackson Slaughter met him there on the crossing pattern. Didn't let him go too far. Cleaned up. Got to get a lot of hats. That's what I tell my junior high kids. You don't just stand there. You got to get a hat on the ball.
Yes.
If your buddy has him, you're going after it too. Just don't hit him after the whistle. We don't want to be standing around. Sometimes we stand around and watch. We don't want to do that. The defense is swarming. I know Coach Johnson mentioned that. It's one thing we like. It's a big third down for the Mustangs with 8:39 clicking down on the clock.
There you go. Johnson back to pass. Oh, he's looking for it all. Now he's going to scramble. Now he's going to throw downfield. Got a man that is caught at the 43-yard line. Jacaden Edmonds. Johnson made something out of nothing.
Yep.
And what a great pass rolling to his right, Coach. Almost throwing back across his body a little bit on that.
Yeah, that was a big third down. A great play by that young man. Got to give him credit where credit is due. Like you said earlier, he's gotten just better and better as the game's gone on. A little more cooler head and gotten into rhythm.
Thursday, first down and 10 now from the 40-yard line. Nowhere to run. Mustangs swarm. Going to be at about a yard. That's about it for the Buffs on that, as the Mustang defense was swarming. Got another shout out here for Will Rao, former colleague of mine in Deer Park. Now we're going to call him a great friend of my friend and a friend of mine. Listening in, another Aggie fan, so it's a quick shout out and moving on to the game, but got another player down. Could be another cramp. That's a cramp right there.
It looks like Caleb Allen there just cramping up. He's played his tail off, so I'm surprised he hadn't cramps before then.
Oh, for sure. And he's not going to come out. He's going to want to get right back in there.
Well, doesn't he have to, even if it's a cramp?
He's got to come out
one game.
But he'll be right back. I guarantee you that.
For sure.
I'm going to go down to Jacob real quick. Jacob, on that last play, or on the big pass play by Johnson, you saw he was right by you when he made that pass. Mm-hmm. Pretty impressive throw right time, going right, coming back across his body.
It was an impressive, great job by him. But like y'all said, making something out of nothing on that throw.
Yeah, again, he's got some college. He's got a college body already.
He does.
Nah, for sure. 23-20 is our score. 7:58 left here in the ball game. 2nd and 8 for the Buffs. Ball's on the Buffalo 45, right in front of the 45-yard line. Trips formation now to the left. Johnson barking it out. He wants the ball. No one's snapping it. Now he's out. No, hold on. Still got 25. Play clock. Did it just start? It just started.
Yeah.
For some reason.
It was at 25, and that's where it starts after those timeouts or injuries. Yeah, you're right.
Johnson back to pass, caught right at midfield. That's Jacaden Edmonds again. Edmonds has all of a sudden become a favorite target.
Yep.
Austin Kane with stop for the Mustangs.
Got James Gumbert, Coach Gumby listening again, but let's go Mikey Butler, he says, cheering for you all the way around from Round Rock. Appreciate you listening. Remember him from last year checking in quite a bit.
Sure. 7:27 on the clock. 23 for the Mustangs. 20 for the Marshall Buffs. Ball's on the Marshall 45-yard line. 3rd and 8. Johnson back to pass. Look at one going for Ferguson. Ferguson got him. Caught. Oh, goodness. Ferguson having a ball game. Ball's down to the 13-yard line of the Mustangs. The Johnson to Ferguson combination, Coach, does it again.
Absolutely. We got to recognize those guys. He can play. He had that was a beautiful throw. I don't think he could hand it to him any better. Run down that sideline, good concentration. Those over-the-shoulder catches are always tough when you're going full speed. A little timeout on the field here. Defense, a little regroup there for the Mustangs.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So 7:14 left here in the ball game. Marshall now inside the red zone. Because, again, the offense has just kind of come alive, and just Johnson and Ferguson both just seem to just get better and better each and every play. Johnson is more relaxed as this game has gone on.
Yeah, I feel like the coaches also had a little different play calling. Instead of trying to go short routes when that wasn't working, some guys were dropping those rocket balls in there, kind of going a little deeper, and you see the quarterback making some plays happen. That 3rd down was huge. We talked about it a few minutes ago when it was 3rd and about 15. So Friendswood Mustangs got to pin their ears back here on defense and see if they can make a stop here. That fumble recovery they called down was also a big play.
Good.
That was a huge play, so lots of little things here.
Well, and I'm just watching the body language in the timeout, Coach. And Friendswood, a little less loose than they were earlier.
Yep.
Looser down here on the Marshall sideline right now. A little bit more getting involved. We hear the band playing, a little dance. Like just, hey, we're relaxed. Let's go do what we do. Again, Marshall, playoff runs year after year after year. This is nothing new to this coaching staff and these players. 1st and 10 from the 13. Little end around, trying to find some running room, makes a nice cut, oh man, nice. He had a chance to get outside, had to cut it back up, get about 5 on that. Is Deshaun Taylor gets inside the 10-yard line to the Mustangs.
That's a little jet sweep toss is all that is, and use that speed to get around that side.
Number 27, Austin Kane.
Again, 23-20 Mustangs.
You know, the Buffs only have 1 timeout left. I'm sorry, Friends only has 1 timeout left. That might come into play here later in the game.
Tight formation, trips bunch, left side. Johnson rolls that way. He's really just looking to keep.
Yep.
And he goes nowhere.
Nope.
Going to be a loss. Got another cramp. Oh, nope. No. Number 7, that was Sindelar. I thought he started cramping up right there, and he pulled himself up.
Yeah, him and Caleb Allen in pursuit. Not sure that would have been the best play call there if that was on that for the Buffaloes.
After all the passes he's done, we're going to run them. He got some wheels, but that was a short side of the field, too. I don't get it either. Now we're under 6 minutes, halfway through the 4th quarter here. Mustangs still up 3, holding on tightly to that 3-point lead. Trips formation, right side, single receiver to the left. Johnson looks right, goes left, overthrows Ferguson.
Oh, my goodness.
And they both know they had that one. That should have been.
Quarterback Johnson's pass, incomplete, intended for Jakeem Ferguson.
That was close. 4th and 9.
4th down.
Is there any question to go for the field goal here? You're going for the touchdown. I wouldn't even think about it twice.
With the way special teams gone tonight, no doubt. Big play right here, 4th and 9 for the Buffs. Ball's on the 12-yard line. Johnson back to pass, got a man. That is caught. Touchdown, Buffs. Just a little seam route.
Yep.
Number 3, Andre Feast. And Johnson just threaded the needle on that, Coach.
It kind of reminded me of the play here on the opposite end where they just did a little in route on timing pattern and thought they'd try it again. It almost looked the same play to me, and that is just timing is all that is. That is just timing route and slide in there before the DBs can get there.
Fort Bend Marshall gets the first lead of the game. Could use a kicker. There is no kicker. There's the kicker.
Okay, I thought, well, they're going for 2. What's he doing?
And the play clock just started again. Well,
he's left.
He says, hey, he told the holder, I'm left, bruh. Got it. Almost blocked. It is good. And again, special teams. It's just a nightmare.
I know.
But it all goes good for Marshall. It is.
Reese Diaz is point after touchdown.
Yeah, with it 27-23, Friendswood has to score a touchdown now. There's no way that the extra point, or excuse me, 3 points for a field goal would help us. Another man down there again. He's cramping up. We're starting to see that here at the end of this game.
Jacob on that last pass there, and again, you best seat in the house.
Yeah.
Just threaded it right in there, did he not?
Yeah, I mean it was a tight window, like you said. He threaded the needle on it, and like you said, Coach, I mean that was just perfect timing. It looked like a little slant route from the slot. And I mean, Johnson just sat back, waited a second, and delivered a perfect throw right there.
Do you see? Because it seems like for us that he just seems more cool, more calm, more collected.
Exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth. As this game has gone on, he's only settled in. He's gotten more comfortable with his receivers. We haven't been able to get pressure on him like we were in the beginning of the game.
Well, either way, it's 5:30. Plenty of time here. Friendswood's offense, we know what they can do. We've got plenty of time here to do something. Thank you, Jacob, for that update. And it's, again, because it's still anybody's ball game right here.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty much a nothing game when the score is 23-27. Got to score a touchdown. And, with the special teams we talked about, we've had a couple turnovers. That still think that Brazina fumble recovery was a true recovery, but I'm not sitting there on the field, and that's not my job. My job is to critique, not my job's not calling the game. So
number 48, Luis Diaz.
No, that was a call. Yeah, you'll go back and look at, but you know what? There's not a darn thing you can do about it now. You just got to get out here and play. And again, ball game is yours for the taking still. Friendswood has been up the entire ball game until this very point. So we know they can get it done yet one more time.
Oh, yeah.
Plenty of time on the clock. One timeout, but the timeouts really, it doesn't matter right now. You've got so much time left here, 5:38. And the boot is down, goes over the head of the Mustangs, and this one goes in the end zone. So Friendswood will start their drive with no kick return.
5:38 on the clock. I just got a text that I'm just reading the text.
Please
from
do.
A friend of mine, Steve Kerner, his son Arthur, same age as Garrison. They're actually going to school at Baylor together. They lead a little Bible study together and things like that. But Arthur played football and stuff for Friendswood, and he actually moved his daughter in to none other than Tennessee this week, moving to Nashville. Just a heads up, you know.
All right. Well, back to real action. We have looks like Jeffrey Randall staying in the game right now for Butler. That's going to bring up as Randall on the keeper there. 2nd down and 8. Randall, keeper again, trying to get outside and goes down quickly for a loss.
It looks like Butler's out there with his shoe off and ice on his ankle. And that may be all she wrote for Butler tonight.
Hope we get
He's
that.
standing on it, though, so that's a good.
That's a great sign. Yeah, I need to get him back quickly.
Yep.
Right now, it's Randall's show, Coach. Jeffrey Randall, junior quarterback, comes in and that's a jump. Got a free play. Let it go, Randall. He knows what to do. High pass, out of bounds, incomplete. But that's going to be a offsides. Will give him now a 3rd and 4. We'll take everything we can get in this situation, Coach. 4:41 left here in the ball game.
Jacob's over there with all the cheerleaders and the Wranglerettes and the Mighty Crew and everything else. Are they cheering it up over there, Jacob?
What you got, Jacob?
Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty rowdy over here. I can't lie.
Jacob's like an MC. He's the master of ceremonies, is he not?
Yep.
I love it, Jacob. Thank you.
The Blue Crew's over there. My daughter did that last year as a senior. Had a great time.
Right.
Her and her friends over there doing it. So that's always fun to be involved.
3rd down, 4. New quarterback in, Jeffrey Randall. Been now for a few plays, but big series for him right now. And we're going to have a timeout by, I didn't see who.
He hasn't indicated it yet.
Timeout, offense. That is their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Well, you heard the man. There's
Yep.
4:41 on the clock. That's the last time out for the Mustangs. So got to make sure we use the sidelines, use the clock appropriately. Of course, it's really never been a problem. The Mustangs get to the line so quick. So,
Wow. You know, I like the call because it's a huge call right here.
yeah, oh, absolutely.
You know, 3rd and 4, you got a new quarterback in there. First varsity reps against a state-ranked team in a pressure situation here. Down 4, and you need to drive your team. Just drive your team down the field with 4 minutes left.
Yeah.
Let's make sure we got it right. Friendswood will come out with twin receivers up top. Single receivers, Mickey to our right side. Randall, pass to a BB out of the backfield, and a BB, there's just nowhere to go. He's going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage. Just not enough blocking on that one. It's a 4th and 4.
Complete to number 11, BB Noah.
Seems like we've kind of gotten away from the run with
Oh,
Walker
yeah.
players here this series.
Well, 4:19 left. We're going for it right here, folks. Trips formation, left side. A baby tight right. Randall called it out. No timeouts left.
And we're punting.
And we are going to punt. And they're bringing the punt team on.
And the punter looks like that's going to be number 24, Landon McGuire. Going to punt this one for Mustangs. And there's a flag already on the play.
Well, let's see what this is. It wasn't. Well, the play. Yeah, play clock's down.
I didn't see it. Yeah.
5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Back judge was watching.
3:48 left in the ball game. Friendswood just struggling right now to get this on track. Going to have to punt, put the ball or put the game in the defensive hands now to try to create something. Where the defensive play tonight, very possible.
Oh, yeah. The Friendswood has played well enough to win the ball game.
Kick is up. It's a high one and short. It's going to hit at the 50. It's going to, got to touch it down. It takes a buff bounce. The Friendswood players just kind of let it go, thinking the opposite. But it's going to be the Buffalo's ball on the Mustang 43-yard line to start this drive.
But like I was saying, the Mustangs have definitely played good enough to win the game. You think back to that 3rd and 15 that, their quarterback made a great play on that, stepping up in the pocket and kind of slinging it out there. That's a big factor. And, of course, you got to think about the fumble that we did not get. Can't do anything about it. Those are just some points of emphasis that have kind of changed the tide a little bit. And, of course, that great throw that Johnson made to Ferguson down here on the sideline. So kind of 3 plays that kind of, to me, just kind of solidify the difference in the changing of the tide, so to speak.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, we need the Mustang defense right here to step up and continue what they've done all game.
1st and 10, 43. Johnson on the keeper, left side, 40. Stiff arm. Oh, goodness. He put a stiff arm, and it worked.
Caden Johnson on the keeper.
Yes.
Caden Johnson, again, just gets better and better as this game goes on.
He has. He has definitely gotten in the groove and gotten a lot better.
Ran out of bounds at the 36-yard line of the Mustangs.
I was going to say, though, he should have stayed in bounds. I know he wanted to do that.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
He really wants to stay in bounds, let that clock tick with a 4-point lead. But
yep.
He was 7 on the play.
3:32 left now. But, again, as you said, Coach, clock stopped. That's in favor of the Mustangs, but it's 2nd and 3. Handoff. It's going to be right a little short, about a yard short of the sticks. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 1.
Tate Long on the carry.
Caleb Allen in on the quarterback that time to make sure he doesn't go anywhere.
yeah, looks like 97. Jacob Molina made the tackle there.
Well, I say it's 3rd and 1. It's really 3rd and 2 here. It's a long one. They've got, 3rd and 2. Need to get to the Mustang 33.
And, of course, they're in zero hurry. 20 seconds on the play clock. They're in no hurry.
Just under 3 minutes left to go here in this ball game. Again, I want to thank Cam sitting right next to me. Without him, there is none of this. None of this happens tonight. Cam, appreciate all your work tonight for us. Handoff up the middle. He got it. 1st down. Needed 2. Got about 5 on that. Really didn't think he had it first, because then he just kind of squirted through that hole. And new set of downs now with 2:43 as they'll spot the ball. Clock's already rolling.
Yeah, it's going to take a big something for the Mustangs to get this and get it back.
We need a turnover.
Yeah,
That's
a big
really,
turnover. It's the only way we're going to be able to bring this out. But
27 for the Buffs, 23 for the Mustangs. Buffs just took the lead here in the 4th quarter and are not looking like they're going to relinquish it unless, again, we can get some sort of turnover here from the defense. Buffs are in tight formation here. Johnson on the keeper. Wow, Caleb Allen. Allen gets him from behind. Johnson had about 3 or 4 on that, but Allen was in there quickly, which is what you want to see. That's the man I think that can disrupt this. But I think that's the right move by Coach Williams for Marshall, which is let your quarterback, who's just gotten stronger of a game, let him tuck that ball and go.
Yeah, well, they don't have to hand it off then either. It's one less chance for something to have a fumble. Just snap it back. If the snap's good, there's 20 seconds on the play clock and only 1:42 on the game clock. A couple more snaps, a 2nd down, it's over with if they don't do anything big and crazy right here with the snap.
One receiver out wide. Everyone else is in tight. Johnson, 3 seconds, 2. He's going to keep it. Going to run up the middle. It's going to be brought down short of the 1st. That's not going to matter because the clock continues to roll. Jacob, in a situation like this, what else can you do besides just say make the tackle and strip the ball?
Right. There's not really much else you can do. They're not even taking the chance of handing the ball off.
Yeah. No, that's the right call by Marshall. We'll talk about that in the post game. But hey, Friendswood, great effort first game of the season.
Absolutely.
Just come up a little short, but again, you're playing a state-ranked opponent, and you got nothing to hang your head about.
Exactly.
Awesome. Thank you, Jacob, again, for all the work you did tonight. 3rd and 3, 48 seconds left. Going to run and going to be short. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 2. And that is going to do it as the play clock hasn't even started. And that will be the final score here from Mercer Stadium. Game 1 is in the books. Your Mustangs take one on the chin, a tough one on the chin, losing to Fort Bend Marshall 27-23. But as I said, and Jacob just reiterated too, nothing to hang your head about tonight, Coach, except for you just didn't get the win.
Yeah, I didn't get the W. I'm sure that's disappointing, but I think you've seen some things from the Mustang defense. They played really well for most of the game. They can tighten some things up, and if I'm not mistaken, I don't think really many people gave us so much of a chance to be in this game.
No,
so,
there were some pundits that had us losing big.
Yeah, so we didn't do that. Again, it's a non-district game. It doesn't count. I like to win every game possible. Everybody knows that, but it's definitely something they can build on, hang their hat on, and there's some things to take care of. We just got to make sure that try to get Mikey Butler back at just a sprained ankle, something small like that, see how that goes. And, the coaches, I'm sure, will spend time kind of going over the format. What do we need to do to be successful? And all that stuff. So good game tonight as Mustangs did not come out on the top side.
No, and so many positives. I mean, we can start with Walker Winters at tailback tonight. Mikey Butler, the way he ran the offense, arm looks good. Garrett Mickey, there's some really nice catches and all.
Yeah.
Defense, Caleb Allen, the Caleb Allen show, but it's so much more than that. The special team. I mean, again, you can go on and on. There's so much you can look at film tomorrow and or Saturday when you come in and go, guys, we can build a lot off of this. And these are kind of games, again, you want to play a quality opponent in non-district if you can. And I mean, they don't get much better. Coach, this right here in Friendswood had that game in control until the very end. And Fort Bend Marshall just too strong there at the end. But, again, I like what I saw tonight. It's a great first start to the season. The only negatives is you have one loss on your record, because like you said, your district record is 0-0.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And you could even go back to one play. That 3rd and 15 we mentioned was a huge play at the time. You stop that, totally change the momentum of the game. So the things to build on like that, I'm sure that the coaches are going to work on those things like we mentioned.
Yeah.
Appreciate everybody chatting us up and listening in tonight. It was a great game for us. Appreciate Mr. Cassie over there getting us all taken care of on the computer, and Jacob, of course, down there on the field. So, it's just stuff to build on.
Well, we'll be here next Friday night at home, Henry Winston Stadium versus Willow Ridge. Again, appreciate y'all listening. Y'all enjoy the rest of your high school football weekend, college football as well. I know, Coach, you want to go ahead and give your shout-out.
Tennessee plays on Saturday, 11:45 versus Chattanooga. Go Vols.
Go Vols, there you go. And, Baylor Bears playing Tarleton State this weekend.
And go
Sic 'em
Bears.
And,
That's right, Sic 'em Bears.
And South Alabama Jaguars. Shoot the Jays.
Can I just say, go Justin Lowe? Can I do that?
Please do.
All right, well, go Justin Lowe. Let's kill it, Justin.
A lot of games to watch this week. We're looking forward to it. We'll see y'all next Friday night. I'm Kirk Lowe for Josh, for Cam, for Jacob. Thank y'all for listening. We'll see you next week.